You already hit the record button.
That one.
Do the other.
John tends to forget.
That's true.
I already did this one too.
Perfect.
Oh, excellent.
Look at that. We're on the same page today.
Yep.
Oh my god, are those the nerds?
Merge clusters, baby.
Dude,
We literally went to dinner the
this
other
was
night.
crack in my house for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we had a big
Yeah,
king.
when we went down to the campground, like they had like an ice cream sundae thing, and they had like all the toppings out, and they had a bowl of Nerds clusters, and I was just like, after all the kids made their sundaes, I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
take those.
So good. You don't get the blue ones very often. I was buying the family pack that was like £1.50. Oh my god.
It's like a Nerds connoisseur. You don't get the blue ones very often.
I gotta get this out of my system before we start really
What?
the show. Eating all these nerds.
Last week was ridiculous. Just opening segment. Just we literally had like
So much candy.
6 bags of like gummy bears and shit, which we never do.
Not since our taste testing of chicken wings and hot sauces that we had that much food on the table.
Oh shit! Testing hot sauces on. How'd that go?
It was early in our. It might have been our fifth.
That was like
I
our
wasn't
4th or
part of
5th
that.
episode.
It was. We had what's his name from Connecticut?
Timbo.
Timbo.
Yeah, he's a chef, and he it was a hot sauce connoisseur, so he brought
So I bought.
a bunch in.
I think I bought 60 chicken McNuggets on the way in, and we just tested hot sauces. There was blueberry hot sauce. There was
The blueberry one was good.
blueberry was good. Blueberry hurt though. That
Yeah.
was painful.
These are good.
They're so good.
Right?
So far. How'd you sneak these off last week? They weren't on the table.
No, they were literally right there.
Yeah, but why were they over there, not on the table with the rest of our gummies?
Because I left them here by accident last week.
You're not listening what I'm saying.
Uh huh.
They weren't on the table.
Oh, they were in the bag on the floor.
Oh, hidden.
Because we didn't even get to them.
Secret stash. You didn't know. I would have got them.
They are the pièce de résistance, as they would say.
You want before we start?
I didn't. I need a few more.
Oh, you need a few more?
I did need a few more.
Holy shit.
I told you, we don't get the blue ones very often. There's a lot of strawberry and watermelon running around, but these blueberry ones are fucking amazing.
I'm taking these off the table because it's this.
It's distracting. I don't sound good when I'm eating these.
No, I can agree with that. All right, everybody good?
Sure.
Hello, I'm John Stairs. You're listening to Topics Under the Stairs. As always, I'm joined by Ryan and Mark.
Hello there.
How we doing?
Tonight we have a very special guest. We have my longtime friend Josh Craig with us.
Hey, how's it going?
Get right up in there, that mic, son.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice and
uncomfortably close.
You can bring it closer to you, but you gotta be close, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So Josh and I have known each other for a long time. Haven't seen each other in a long time, but Josh is into a bunch of cool stuff, and I thought he'd be a great guest. His career is cool. He's into cool stuff besides that. He's a very talented musician, and we're going to chat about probably all that, and who knows what else will come up. It's going to be an exciting evening. Before this episode gets rolling, this episode is brought to you by Revival Motoring and the Revival Motoring Network. You can check out revivalmotoring.com for updates on all the shows, us here at Topics Under the Stairs, our friends at Revival Motoring, and Luce's Fast. If you want to help out a little more, you can go to revivalmotoring.com and check out the shop page. On the shop page right now, there is a new line of car care products. You can find the Pit Shine Quick Detailer, the Hot Lap Wash and Wax, and the Victory Lane Glass Cleaner. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can see the beautiful bottles at the end of the table here, front and center on your camera. And as we mentioned last week, these are very affordable. These are not boutique-priced car cleaning products. They are for the common man.
Competitively priced.
You want a quick detailer for your drift car? We got you. You need a glass cleaner for your daily driver? We got you. You want to have a nice
wash
thorough
and wax
wash
for
before a car show or a Cars and Coffee? We got you covered. Everything you need. buy all 3. You save on shipping. It's a no-brainer. There's also some new merchandise up there. We
heard about some nice metal plate frames.
Oh, the metal plate frames are up there? Oh, I didn't see them
I
yet.
heard about that today on the show.
Yeah, let's take a peek.
Take a look.
All products. Let's take a
They were
peek.
white lettered or white
Oh,
accented.
there's so much stuff. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Yep, Revival Motoring. Drive your best. There you go. You can have a plate frame now.
Again, a competitive price for a metal plate frame.
I personally would like to have the one. I'll have to have a meeting with Josh about it. There is one that I made a while ago that says Revival Motoring. My other car is not a Subaru.
Oh, nice.
So we should make those. But yeah, there's a bunch of great stuff on here. Some old favorite designs, some new designs, some embroidered stuff. And if you want to help out a little more or a little less, or choose your own destiny of help, there's a thing we have called Bucks for the Boys.
Bucks for the boys!
Bucks for the Boys. It's our value for value method where you can leave a sustainable donation monthly automatically. $2, $5, $10, whatever it may be. And it just automatically charges to whatever card you choose. And it gets you entered in a contest every month. The first week of the month, Revival Motoring on their show will call a winner. And it's of the pool of current Bucks for the Boys subscribers. Right now you win a full detail kit. And everyone who gets that gets a bunch of other swag, stickers or whatever other goodies are on the shelf. So you can help us out, and you can also win some stuff. All this stuff does cost money to do. It costs money to host the show. It costs money for the gear. It costs money for the roof over our heads. And we don't charge you anything to listen to it. So if you want to help out a bit, that's a way to do it. And you don't have to spend any money. If you don't have the money to spend, you can just tell a friend. Organic growth is great.
Preferably a rich friend that knows Spotify.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Spotify wants to bring us a dump truck full of money someday. That'd be fine too. But until then, you can just tell a friend and leave comments and subscribe on whatever your preferred listening platform is, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Leave comments where you can. Share stories, listen to the show. We love to see it. So thanks, everybody that does that. If you got an idea for a guest you want us to talk to, an idea for a topic you want us to go over, you can help produce the show by sending us those suggestions and ideas as well. So thanks to all of our regular listeners. We appreciate it.
Just a quick tie-in before you run away from this.
Yeah.
The boys will be at Stagger this weekend.
Yes.
And they will be vending. So
there will be a booth at Stagger.
There are special show prices for the cleaning products. So if you are in that general vicinity, make sure you get over there and see the boys.
Special show pricing. And I know there was a clearance rack of some old shirts they were trying to blow up before the end of the season as well. It's like, if it's your size, you can get it on the cheap. So
I scored a good one.
Yeah, go check out the Revival Motoring booth at Staggered Motorsports Festival. That's this weekend, Labor Day weekend, at Thompson Speedway in Connecticut, Thompson, Connecticut.
I believe they're going like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Like it's going to be
Friday,
Sunday.
All weekend event. Yeah. So go check the guys out there.
On track, off track, and everything in between.
There's driving events, a car show. It's an awesome time. I unfortunately will not be there because it's also the same weekend as the Lime Rock Historic Festival. Big thanks to my brother Craig, his work, some level of sponsorship there, and I am able to go to a very cool area to view the races, and I will be there.
Very nice. I will not be there because I will be moving my daughter into college.
Ooh, exciting! We're rolling right into callbacks. And
Well, no, that'll be a callback next
week. Okay, next week.
That's just the teaser for next week's callback.
That's a teaser. Okay. But yeah, so that's my weekend. I'll be at Lime Rock, and I'm going to try to fish as much as possible besides going to Lime Rock on Saturday. That's all I have on my agenda.
Do they have a pond like the back of
Yeah, Staggered. There's
Thompson?
the Lock City Lunkers. That's the boys that fish in the Staggered pond.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do they have one at Lime Rock or no?
I'm not sure. No. I don't have my Connecticut fishing license either, and I am a rule follower. I always buy my fishing licenses.
Should always be a rule follower.
You can get all that stuff online now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just get the...
I feel like I've seen it, people in the moment getting caught and being like, oh, give me a second. Oh, no, I have it.
Yeah, get a quick 3-day when you travel.
I've done it literally waiting to unload my boat at a fishing tournament and seen the marshal.
Walking around,
he's in the check.
I would literally just sit there, go online, get my fishing license, and then go. And then I'm like, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good to go.
What do you do with the fish after you catch them, John?
He has someone take the hook out because he doesn't like that part.
Check it. Check your mailbox, Paul.
Yeah. No.
Check your mailbox.
He's shipping them to you.
Yeah. They're in a
Every
one
time-
night FedEx envelope.
Every time
Yeah.
Paul sees a picture of a fish or I talk about fishing, he always makes a joke that I'm gonna fuck the fish. So he has a group message with me and Anthony and him called.
Someone
he
else
has
made that joke to
Fish
me. I don't-
fuckers.
Well, yeah, the name of our group chat now. It used to be when what the hell was that event? Oh, it was one of the sports ball parades in Boston, and
For fuck's
everybody,
sake, I'm going to slap you.
all the kids were bringing the gallon jugs of like vodka and mixed drinks, and they were calling them blackout rage gallons.
Yeah.
That was the name of the group chat for
Also
a
known as
while.
college.
Yeah,
No, what else? They weren't called that.
Borgs, blackout
that's
rage.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
blackout
all
rage
right,
gallon.
yeah.
But yeah, so the name changed from that to fish fuckers now. So big shouts to Paul.
Does Paul even fish?
No.
That's an awkward group.
It sucks for him because Anthony and I just talk about fishing the
Yeah.
whole time now. But he's coming up for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to bring him fishing.
Paul
Good
is?
in the cold weather.
Yep.
He's gonna love that.
Yep.
He's going to be here for just Thanksgiving or for a few days?
One day only.
A couple days.
All right.
Yeah, it's a long drive, so he'll be here for a couple.
Well, no, I just...
One day only.
I can't speak
You know what
for
I
him.
mean.
I
If
said
you come
one
up-
day.
Yeah, he'll be up here for a few days, I'm sure.
All right. I would like to see him. I just want to try to...
Yeah.
coordinate
Now,
that
once we
as
know more
possible.
details,
he
I
has
will do my best to make that
You
happen.
just ambushed John's house.
Next on the agenda. What else do I have on the agenda? I don't have any callbacks. Do you have any callbacks?
No.
Do you have any callbacks? I mean, quickly, I guess this time of year, all the kids are going back to school, and my house started today.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Josh is going to tell us all about that.
Oh, yeah, we're going
in
to
his
get there.
segment pretty soon.
And I just mentioned that I'm dropping Emma off, or Emma's going to school on Sunday. That's her time to move into her dorm. And as she thought, as a parting gift for us, that she would buy a bag of 250 little tiny plastic ducks and number them and hide them around the house.
Oh, that's great. So you think about her every time you find a duck?
We've found about 30 so far.
Well, little do you know, she actually only bought 240, but told you there's 250. So you're gonna be looking for the last 10 for quite some time.
It's one of
that's
those
great.
things where, like, you get 6 at a time and then you don't see one for days.
Yeah,
What's fuzzy?
And I feel like she's rehiding them because
I'll get to that.
Okay.
That's a good
we're
callback.
putting them in a jar.
Yep.
Yeah, anyway.
You're just going to have a jar of ducks.
Yeah, and so Andrew's loving life because he thinks it's hilarious.
I think that's hilarious,
He wants
too.
to be a Jeep guy, and he already has a collection of rubber ducks. on his,
No.
We've been
No.
through this, Mark.
He
They're
wants
on his
that-
windowsill. He wants a Jeep so he can put the ducks in. And I had to laugh because I was listening to Revival today, and
could just get a box.
Shucks like, I just want to see an accident where a Jeep rolls over and the ducks go flying.
Me
Yeah, the
too.
ducks
And
just
I'm
go
like,
everywhere.
That's going to be my kid.
I saw
And
one
can't-
today.
I have like mixed emotions about that.
We'll just do like jokes on him and get him like a Jeep Liberty or something,
A Jeep Patriot.
so that
Yeah.
he's like the only dude with a Jeep Liberty with all the ducks on it.
I don't know. Does Jeep Liberty's even run
I thought it was
anymore?
he's the
haven't
only
seen
dude with a Jeep
in 10
Liberty,
years.
period.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw a guy the other day crossing 44. The thing, he must have he definitely double-sided taped them on because they were stacked. Like, it looked like rows of shark's teeth.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was like multiple layers
Mark's
of them.
just got his
I
head in his hands
just
right now.
fucking can't.
I know.
Yeah.
This fucking whole duck shit. You drive to it. You know.
Yeah. No, I drive a Camry and a diesel truck. I
Yeah.
do not have ducks
Jesus.
on it.
Fuck.
No ducks.
I can't imagine.
It's tough. It's a
Paul
tough.
sent me something. I
juxtaposition.
can't see it on the watch.
Oh.
It's stupid. I
yeah.
don't understand.
It is
The thing
I don't
yeah.
get it.
The thing Fuzzy's talking about, I helped Chris build like a false floor trapdoor thing in his trunk
It looked cool.
yesterday. Yeah, I'm pumped on how it came out, but Chris asked me to come help him because I'm good with that stuff. The interior things and wood stuff and carpeting things. And
Yep.
it's just not what he enjoys doing. So I'm happy to spend more time on that kind of tedious stuff. And him and Fuzzy are just like sitting in chairs opposite of me while I'm carpeting this thing I built. And he's like, "Why are you doing it that way? Why don't you do it this way?" I'm like, "Why did you ask me to do it if you're going to fucking tell me how to do it the whole time?" So he's just been texting me like, "You wrapped it wrong. You did that wrong for 48 hours now."
Also, I saw a picture of you doing that, and I was like, I live 8 minutes from here. Like, give me a fucking call when you're going to hang out at fucking Chris's house.
You would have been available in Swansea at 2 p.m. yesterday?
I would have been available at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
I've been
I was
around.
only there until like 3:30.
All right.
As a joke, I bought Ray's softball coach giant duck. I bought Craig a giant rubber duck because he has a project Jeep. So I bought him like a basketball sized rubber
Well,
duck.
he was scared, and I was like, give me the project Jeep. And then I had killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I have a Jeep and the ducks part of the Jeep.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's all I got for callbacks. You want to hit the news?
Mark's having a hard
gotta hit
time
the
right
news.
now.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot to talk about with Josh, so
Yeah,
I'm excited to. There it is, the right button. You got something?
No, I'm going to wait to see if you say something. Breaking news.
All right. So, did you hear? I'm like, why don't I have my news up? Because it's on this screen. Ooh, Technologica. Vegan firefighters' first blaze involves 40,000 pounds of ribeye steaks. Did you see this one?
Yeah.
Was this one of your stories?
No.
Oh,
No, because I knew you were going to grab it.
you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a following story behind that.
Oh.
Before that, before the one I saw, the article was the T-bone steaks like catch fire,
Yeah.
and then following that story was
Was this one.
was the same story of the vegan firefighter.
The irony of it,
Yeah,
it's his
yeah.
first fire on
Yeah.
the job as a firefighter, and he's a vegan, and he has to put out the fire of a tractor trailer truck full of steak.
So were they yelling like, all right, guys, just this side because this side needs to be medium?
Just the irony of it's hilarious.
Pretty funny.
Everyone was okay. From what I read, I did make sure of that before I made fun of it. So that's all I got there. Man wearing Batman-clad pajamas thwarts robbery attempt in Cape Coral neighborhood. Did you hear about this?
Say this again.
Man wearing Batman pajamas thwarts robbery attempts in Cape Coral neighborhood. So there was somebody robbing cars all throughout this neighborhood. He got picked up on a couple ring cameras. And this guy just said he knew for some reason he should have had that particular outfit on. And he accosted the guy and grabbed his arm and said it was in his best interest to sit down and comply. And he held this guy until the police arrived.
So
Do they have a picture of
feel
him
like-
in the Batman pajamas? Because I'm curious to see if this is more like a costume.
Or like
than
the blue
pajamas.
Batman
I'll
pajamas
pull it
I
up.
had when I was
Yeah.
11. Yeah.
It was in a...
Either way, if a grown adult is wearing Batman pajamas and grabs you, you might want to.
Oh my
You're
God.
going to stop. Like, you're going to.
That's a
Oh.
costume, dude. That's not like I'm thinking like pajamas, like it's got bat signals all over it. That's like that's a Batman costume,
Yeah. Yeah,
Also,
it is more of a costume. Yeah, you're right. It's not like the pattern Walmart
right?
pants.
That
Also-
seems slightly more intense because it's not
He's
even.
kind of a
two-piece.
big boy. Like, if he grabs you, you're going to want to do what he says.
Yeah.
So hold on, this guy's breaking into cars and they're posing with this guy.
No.
No.
Those are
Those
cops.
No, those
No,
are
I
the
know
cops.
that.
This is the guy that.
That's the guy that stopped the
robberies.
robbery.
Oh, that's the guy who stopped the robbery.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he contacted the police after he had detained the suspect. Yeah, in a Batman costume. Yeah, it's pretty great.
I'm not going to tell you where he put the bat signal.
Last one I got. Have you guys ever been on a flight and you're in the window seat and you're like between windows?
I mean,
Yeah,
Was
where
this
you
one
have,
of your
like, a
stories
window
too?
half in front of you and half
So
behind you.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
what you're saying. Yeah, that's.
So,
I don't think I've ever really been on a flight where I'm like, ooh, I don't have enough window here.
yeah, same.
Like-
Well, I always pick the aisle seat because I could pee easier. Anyway,
Yeah, God,
I
I would
just need a
never want
leg
to be on
room,
a
so I'm
fucking.
always, I try
I
for
would
the aisle.
never want to be on a flight with you.
what's up, Tim Connors? Yeah. So somebody is suing 3 airlines.
3 of them.
3?
Yep. Yeah, it was 3 separate airlines.
So they're doing it on purpose. How's
Yeah.
that? You
They're
throw that.
baiting.
If I was a judge, I'd throw that right out.
Rip.
Oh, you're doing this 3 times? Yeah, fuck you.
So 1 got thrown out.
Yeah, of course.
2 there were settlements for. It was
Shut the
Delta and
fuck up.
American, I think. But on those 2, I think what happened was they were in like maybe not the emergency exit seat, but they were in a seat somewhere near there, and it just felt that there was like an extra wide spot of wall and not window. But to me, I don't know. It just seems ridiculous.
Imagine.
Grow up and press your head up against the seat in front of you and look out the window. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well, they
exactly.
said they paid extra. They paid extra for a window seat. Dude,
Well,
is that a
don't-
thing?
And that's
It's
the
the
other
same
thing is,
price,
and in the article it said they paid a difference of tens of dollars.
I really hate society. Like,
It
The
can
more,
be
the
awful.
more society
I want to
is,
just
the more I
scream
want
people to have a
society die.
conversation with me.
Well, have you tried
At
like
this point.
Have you tried booking a flight like for a reasonable price?
No,
lately?
my wife does that.
So like when you go to book a flight, it'll be like, oh yeah, your baseline flight cost is $119,
Yeah.
right? And it'll say
Oh, that seems
no
reasonable.
carry-on bag,
Yeah.
no, like you
Yeah.
could literally just bring your wallet.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
a la
it.
carte basically now. You have to
Right.
pick and choose
Right.
what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Right.
Oh yeah, and that's
then they're like,
you're
oh, it's
underneath
like-
the plane in the cargo hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
And
with
then
that
it's
dog that died in the overhead.
Yeah, exactly.
carry-on bag, $19. Seat choice is like $59. You know, it's like you just you get like add-ons.
So,
So
stupid.
I don't have a problem with that.
Pretty soon it's
per
going to be like
se,
Netflix subscription. If
as
you're
long
gonna
as,
fly
like-
more than once, you can get a subscription to
As
seat
long as you
choosing.
get everything you ask for and the overall price of the plane tickets, you know what it should be generally. Like I don't give a fuck about that, but like
Yeah.
it seems like a lot more work for everyone
Yeah.
than just getting the fucking seat and sitting there and shutting the fuck up.
Well, the other thing is, from a safety perspective, the flights that have the assigned seating. Were we talking about that?
I think we were talking about that at dinner, right?
Yeah. We're talking about how like Southwest used to do the thing where it's like Group A, Group B, Group C, and it was just like a free for all to pick
Yeah.
a seat wherever you wanted. And it's like, but then like, you know, say you're Group C and you're like, you know, a parent with 2 kids or something, and there's no seats together.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you gonna do?
but
Like your kids
if
are
you're a
gonna sit
parent
alone?
with two kids and you know what you're getting yourself into, then you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
You should not be fucking
The-
paying
I
Group
think-
C. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but
your fucking fault.
The other part of the whole having your assigned seat is to know if you fucking, you know, died or not.
Yeah, like if a
that's
plane
it's like
crashes
a roll,
or something,
it's
yeah.
roll call.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
Yeah.
part of it. So Southwest doesn't care if you die or not, and if you're identified. So that's
and I'm not
fine.
saying I didn't fly Southwest exclusively when I was younger because it was so much fucking
Yeah,
cheaper.
yeah, no,
But
for
I was
sure.
generally alone. Like I didn't give
Yeah.
a fuck. I'll sit with anybody.
So
That's how it is when I travel for
Yeah.
work. Like I don't even pick the seat
yeah,
sometimes, even if it gives me the option. I'll
I
sit
think
wherever.
when you know it's a family based thing and they have kids, like you just gotta. So they should become number one boarding, right? You know, you have the different the lanes.
So,
yeah.
but no, the thing
Line
is,
up
like,
in 1 and 2, and then
if
you know,
you're if that's how you want to do it, right, and you're a parent and you have children, you want to book as a group, right?
Yeah.
That's how you need to do it. It sounds like these parents are trying to book on the cheap. They're like, I'll just take 3 singles and hope for the best.
What
And-
you're talking about is essentially like a lift line, like a mountain.
Right, exactly.
Right, so you get like a line of 4, line of 3, line of 2, line of 1, and
Yeah.
you just kind of fill in the blanks as you go.
Exactly.
That's what's happening, right?
That's like what Southwest is doing.
yeah, that's what they've been doing, and I think I've always thought it was ridiculous.
Have you flown Southwest? They definitely don't care if you die. Tim Connor's in the chat.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
only, the
No,
only
they don't
people
give
who
a
care
shit.
less are Spirit.
Yeah. I always thought it was ridiculous.
But if
Like
you're
then
gonna-
because then before you take it, now you delay taking off. You know
Right.
what? Oh, you know, we have a family of 5 here. Does
Oh,
anyone
does
give
want to
a-
move? Like,
Listen, you made me bored
yeah.
at this time. Now I got to rearrange everything. Like it's
Cheap fucks. Buy a group ticket and go sit
it's,
somewhere
ju-
else.
it's not even about that. It's just have assigned seating. They should have just done that.
Should just
That
have assigned
doesn't
seats
save
anyway.
money. The whole thing of them being like, well, we had to put your name here on this seat.
You know what they
that
should
saves
do?
money.
know,
Fuck you.
You know where there isn't a problem? The theaters now. You go to a theater website, you pick the seat you want to fucking sit in, you sit there.
Yeah.
And there's nobody trying to get your seat. That's the
Right.
same thing. The airlines should just take that
That's
fucking
it.
software and make it happen.
They all do that basically.
But flying by yourself is definitely the best.
Oh, yeah.
Because you just literally hang out and wait for everyone to board the plane.
Yeah.
And then when they say, okay, we're calling like last call for this
Yeah.
flight, I get on, and then the best seat I see on the plane,
That's
where I'm
mine.
sitting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll sit in the stewardess's lap. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'll
sit
sit in the
wherever.
jump seat. I'll
Yeah.
help
If you're
serve the
fly-
drinks.
Dude,
Doesn't matter to me.
I've gotten business class seats, first class seats, just
Yeah.
because I get on the plane and I just sit
If you're
down.
flying by yourself, Southwest is the way to go. If you really need to sit next to someone and you got to be with your kids and shit, you need assigned seating. That's the only way it's going to fucking work. And that's just common sense. Like, you know that booking it.
Well, it
So,
depends on
shame
the,
on
yeah.
them.
It depends on where you're going to. Like I go to the Midwest for work occasionally, and it's like Americans, like the only thing that has a direct flight to some
well,
of the areas.
I
need to
understand that. I'm just saying, though, for like the seat part of it, like
Oh, yeah,
seating,
yeah.
assigned
Yeah.
seating. Southwest doesn't do it. It's been known for fucking 30 years.
Go. Yeah.
Don't be surprised when your fucking kids are scattered all over the fucking place. Like, just like it, I don't. And then you're like hitting the call button. Doo doo. My child's way the fuck back there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you think someone wants to
yes,
move?
you rolled the dice, lady. Like, what do you want
just
to do?
fuck. What do you think is going to happen?
But in another note, how many of these parents with like 6, 7, 8-year-old kids are just like, oh, now there's someone
Thank
else's
fucking
problem
God.
for the whole
Yeah.
flight.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah. They're gonna be stuck next to you on the plane.
True.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, you get to the gate and you're waiting for your flight, and then everyone
Rushes the
swarms
gate.
in, and
Yeah.
just and then you're like, oh fuck.
Look at this cesspool
It's
of
like,
mongrels.
yeah. I'm like, oh my god, all these crotch goblins. What the fuck? I said, this is gonna be a horrendous flight.
No, the worst is like, everyone. It's like 80% of the people around you they're like Group C, Group D, Group E, and it's like It's like
That group double A. What does that even mean?
they call
Yeah.
group A, and everybody stands and just swarms the door. And
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you're trying to like squeeze through all the people. It's like just sit and wait. Like the plane's not gonna leave without you, dude. Like, do you hear how many last call things they do?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Dude, I literally had to run from one end of the airport in Chicago all the way to the other end.
Oh, for like a
because I
layover
heard
flight?
my name.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
They call
That's,
last call, and they're like,
when they call your
Joshua
name, it's a
Craig,
bad
board
time.
and I'm just
Yeah.
like, wait a second, what?
Just screaming, I'm coming!
Yeah.
You're running through the airport.
Because they had like a 15-minute early thing where
Yep.
they could depart 15 minutes early, and I was the only fucking one who wasn't there.
Ugh.
So
That's the fucked up part with the connecting flights. Like,
You can't leave early.
you got 7 planes trying to land, and everyone on 7 different planes trying to get on one plane. It's like, fuck off, man.
Well, like
Just
one
wait.
plane. Yeah, that's Cassie and I going to our honeymoon. We got stuck in Florida.
That's,
Oh, yeah,
that's
our
was
flight to Costa Rica left Florida before we got off the ground in Boston. There was a delay in Boston, and we were just stuck on the plane on the tarmac.
That's
it was
one
awful.
thing the airlines need to be. There's a lot of things they need to be better on, but that's one of them. If you know people on other flights that got delayed, you got to delay that fucking flight. That's just. You can't just fuck somebody over because you felt like it.
well, they got to have some type of software where they
They
weigh
got to
out,
see,
like,
yeah,
the
the
amount
options.
of people.
Because if there's like one person's going to miss a layover, or it's like the entire plane's going to miss it, they're not going to fly an empty plane that everybody missed.
Well, they should. I mean, that's just how.
Dude, we went
to
to
keep things on schedule. Apparently,
we went to Aruba a couple years ago, and we left Boston, right? And they said, "Oh, we're having an issue with the plane. I think we're going to have to land in, Maryland or whatever it was."
Yeah.
So we get all the way down past New York, and then all of a sudden I look on like the in-flight thing,
Yeah.
and we're like over the Atlantic Ocean.
You're
I'm
not
like,
even like
wait,
overland.
I'm like,
We're
where the
not
hell?
going Maryland.
I'm like,
Yeah.
where the hell are we going right now?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the plane
the-
just goes like this,
The down route is
starts
out
going
over
back
the
to
Atlantic.
Boston, and I'm like, what? So over the speaker, the guy's like, we're gonna have to land the plane in Boston. There's no technicians available.
Wow.
In Maryland, this and that, dude. It took us like literally from when we got to the airport to when we were actually going to Aruba.
Yeah.
It was like 9 hours.
Oh,
shit.
So they robbed us of like
that sucks.
9 hours of our vacation.
Yeah.
Dude, it was terrible.
That
So
sucks.
my parents used to have the timeshare in Aruba. They went down there for 25 years. And the down route is over the Atlantic. And my mother said the down route was the worst because you get out over there and the fucking seas were terrible or whatever. And you just like the plane would be fucking the turbulence, whatever. She has some awful flights going down, but all the flights back are on this side of the fucking mountains. And they come around and like land into Boston. And it's like, it's just fucking gorgeous coming back. No problem at all.
Yeah.
But the time we went down, we left Boston, we went to Miami, because Aruba before at that time Aruba was an international airport, so
Yeah.
you could
Now-
not come in from
Now Aruba's just Boston South.
basically. But this is 1997, so like,
Yeah.
you go to Miami and you wait there, and then take a puddle jumper to San Juan and you wait there, and you get to it was like an 18-hour day,
That's
18,
crazy.
20-hour day at best.
Yeah.
With no delays, no nothing. That's just the way you had to go.
Well, and that's keep in mind, we had direct flights to
Yeah.
Aruba.
Yeah.
So everyone on our fucking plane was
Going to Aruba.
9 or 10 hours late for their vacation.
yeah,
too.
yeah.
So can you imagine the fucking animosity?
Oh yeah. Everyone
In
on that
that
plane was
plane?
pissed.
I could hear someone yell, "Bitch, you better open that drink cart because it's about to get ugly."
Dude, that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened. Dude, they started comping everybody's everything. They were
Yeah.
just slinging booze around
Yeah.
the whole airplane.
Free food, free drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't matter. They were just like, yeah, whatever we can do to have these people not
To
riot
keep,
on this
exactly,
plane.
to
Yeah.
keep this thing under
Yeah.
control and
Yeah.
not have the crazy air marshal have
Yeah.
to get out of his seat.
That was like I was watching the Poop Cruise documentary
my God, I
a
wanna
couple
see
weeks
that. It
ago,
sounds
and
hilarious.
they were talking about like they started just giving everybody free drinks for a while, even people that didn't. Back then they didn't have like the drink packages like they do now, so it was like open the bar for everybody. It was like I'm sorry.
6 hours later, like, the bars are empty. There's nothing
It's like
left.
it's like
Yeah.
spoiler alert. Since there's no power, the toilets don't work anymore.
Yeah.
They just filled everybody full of booze,
Yep.
and now there's no toilets.
Oh, no.
Real bad time. All right, before I go down too much of a rabbit hole
They
here,
didn't make good decisions.
yeah,
The only other funny thing I wanted to say was I saw something, and I know it's football season is starting, right? So like, I know you don't give a fuck, but
correct.
there's been
So
some
you better make it quick.
preseason
Sports.
games or whatever. This is funny. Someone was talking about how the Rams played the Seahawks years ago,
Uh-huh.
but they play them every year in like the beginning of the year, and every year Pete Carroll put the Rams in the hotel that had the furries convention.
Oh, cool.
You know the people that dress up as like
Yes.
rabbits and foxes and like rub against each other?
Yeah.
He made sure to put them in that hotel for their game.
Why?
Just
Because
to
it's
fuck with
funny.
them. How fucking hilarious is that? I thought that was hilarious.
I think that's pretty funny.
What a fucking mind fuck, right? You're like an NFL pro linebacker and you're walking down the hall and there's a rabbit like rubbing himself against the wall. What are you doing? I don't know. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's a funny way to troll a sports team.
Yeah, seriously.
So I had this. Someone sent me this. Gen Z in the workplace. Ready for
Okay.
this?
Oh, yeah.
Percentages. Did you see this?
I have.
77% admitted to bring a parent to a job interview.
We talked about this before.
We did. Yeah. Well, this happened to me a few months ago.
No.
So,
and we're
yeah.
just hearing about this now?
Yeah. 53% of parents spoke with their hiring manager on their behalf. 73% of parents help complete work assignments. 45% regularly have a parent talk to their current manager. What the fuck is happening?
That's crazy.
What? I would love for someone's parent to fucking call me. Please give me a ring.
You said this happened to you?
One of the guys I hired this summer.
Brought his parent to
Yeah,
the
he's
job
like walking
interview?
in. I said, all right. I said, who's this? He's like, oh, that's my dad. I'm like, okay.
Like,
I'm like,
Moving
what
on.
the
is?
kid needed a ride and the dad was just sitting in the car. or
Oh
was
no,
like,
no.
in-
He walked in the warehouse with him.
Wow.
Yep, sat down during the interview.
I'd like to say Anne wouldn't do that with all of my children, but she would.
So yeah, so that's what's happening in the fucking world. As
I
far
mean,
as
that's something that like at the school, right? We try and go over all that, right? So I will hold like mock interviews.
yeah.
I was
for
going to ask
students.
that.
I help them do resumes. I help them like formulate emails to companies so that they don't say, "Hey."
Yeah, like cold call
At the
emails,
beginning.
basically.
Right. So it's like you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to start your email. And then at the end of it, you sign kind regards and your name. It's
Yep.
not just like, hey, I'm looking for a job.
Hey,
What
man,
can
you guys
do for me?"
hiring? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, let's dive right into this.
Skibbity toilet riz.
Do you have any other ones you want?
No.
Okay. So, like I said, Josh is into a bunch of very cool stuff. He's a welder fabricator by trade. He is now teaching kids at a vocational high school, and it's the first week of school. So let's dive on in. I guess let's start.
He's not busy, so we made him come here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, I have tomorrow off.
Oh,
That's-
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So I have that's the cool thing, right? School schedule. So this
Oh.
is Labor Day.
Yep.
So we have Friday and Monday off.
Oh, I didn't realize you had Friday off too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this is
that's
really
wild.
funny.
Perfect then.
So Anne's been at Westport for 22 years, and
Yeah.
for 22 years they've had the Friday before Labor Day off. This year they're like, nope, you're gonna go Friday.
Oh wow.
So they're going to school tomorrow.
Why? Yeah.
too.
Why would they even have the Friday off? I don't understand.
It's just like a.
Yeah, but you got the
'cause-
Monday off too.
'cause school.
It's a soft open,
Yeah.
right? So like, if you start early, then your end date's early.
See, I don't
Yeah.
get the whole point. Just
And then you
just,
gotta-
why don't they just wait till after Labor Day?
And did she get?
Labor Day falls on the 5th or 6th. You're going till fucking July,
Yeah.
and there's no air conditioning in the schools. Trust me.
You're gonna
Been
tell
listening
me
to
I
this
went
for a
school.
long fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
how did you get into that trade? You went to Voke yourself, right?
Yeah. So I went to vocational high school in Rochester, Mass. Real small school. I think when I graduated, it was like just under 500 kids for all 4 grades.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a very small school. Back then things were a lot different than they are today. It was kind of like pre spectrum diagnosis.
Yep.
So like there was no difference in like classes. Everybody was lumped together. There was no like real special ed program then.
Yeah.
Well, there was that whole No Child Left Behind thing, and everyone's included, and
And now
a bunch of kids got left behind because of that.
right.
You know.
And now, fortunately, like that's all kind of sorted itself out, right?
Yep.
We have really good special education programs, people that work closely with kids that need a little extra attention.
Yeah, some kids they can be in the class fine, but they just might need a little bit of one-on-one guidance,
Yeah.
after a class or something.
100%.
Yep.
But yeah, I went to the welding and metal fabrication program there. then my senior year, I started working at a company down the Cape called Cape Cod Fabrications. That's the company I worked at when I met you.
Okay, yep.
And I will say that was like the coolest in-trade job I ever had. We did all high-end residential architectural metalwork, so
Custom railings,
staircases, railings. We did some sculpture work. We did some sculptures that are at Southern Connecticut State University. We did Anderson Cooper's West 38th Street penthouse.
No shit.
Oh wow, that's cool.
We did that guy Mark Murphy from Chopped.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah.
We like literally I had my wife come out
Yep.
when we were just dating and stayed at my hotel room when I was staying out there in Southampton.
Yeah.
And she literally was able to go on a private beach in Southampton,
Wow.
like behind this guy's house.
Yeah.
We did the penthouse at the Watergate East,
Wow.
where we literally shut down a street in like that downtown Watergate area.
Yeah.
And we craned a spiral staircase in through the balcony window.
Wow.
We removed the balcony window and
Damn.
Yeah.
So, so you're not only making the stuff, you're installing it
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, we had a crew of really well-rounded guys when it started out. Then unfortunately the company through mismanagement, overgrowth,
Yeah.
just couldn't sustain.
That term overgrowth is just, it's a fucking cancer on companies.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be
I
too
would
big too
say
fast.
there's a far more harsh term for it, and it's called incessant greed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I was
but
trying to be nice, but
Overgrowth,
yeah.
overgrowth is a little bit more
Yeah.
PC.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Taking every job, whether you can support it or not,
Yeah.
type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they started taking jobs out in Colorado, jobs in California. It
Yeah.
was just like we don't have
You don't have the manpower to
we
sustain
don't have the
this.
structure
Yeah.
to be traveling cross country and do
Yeah.
this.
And then just the transport cost of the material and stuff gets
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, dude, it was insane.
And
But
at
no,
that
we
point, so
did-
you're building stuff in the shop, though, in a way, like you have to factor in, like, okay, I know how to build this, but it's like now I have to get it on a truck and off a truck and into the building. So you're building it modularly and having to go in and weld it together in place in some situations, right?
We're building it either modular or we're building it in such a way where we have to work and collaborate very closely with like the rigging company and the trucking company to ensure that this $500,000 staircase that we just built isn't going to get bent to crap by
Yeah.
the time it travels to where it's going. But yeah, I mean, that was literally like the coolest. I went to New York City. I went to Long Island. I went to Greenwich, Connecticut. Like it
Some
was
insane
just,
houses and stuff.
right. I mean, this is like, you know, you hear about movie stars and stuff, but like someone has to pay them.
Yeah.
And the people that we were doing this stuff for were the people that pay them.
Yep.
Right. So it's like these people were all people that you really would never hear of, but they have more money than anyone that you ever have heard of.
Yep.
It's like
They're the people paying the celebrities.
The
Yeah.
comedian that was like, I think it was Chris Rock, is like, Shaq's wealthy, but the guy who signed Shaq's checks is rich.
Yeah.
they're-
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, there was a guy in Jamestown, Rhode Island. We did his house, and there's that. It's actually like they have a listing for it where they were trying to sell it at one point. But it was the guy who invented the lottery ticket punching machine. So
Oh,
when
wow.
you get a lottery ticket and they slide the ticket in, and it goes "Chkant,"
Okay.
right. He invented and patented that machine.
No shit.
No kidding.
And rumor was that he sold that patent for like $7 billion. Because think about it, what store do you go into that doesn't have one of those? Right?
Yeah.
And if you're the holder of the patent, you're getting paid royalties.
You know
on
what's really
every
funny?
single one of those machines that's in every single store.
Yeah.
Is Jamestown, Rhode Island, is a quiet killer of billionaires. Blake went to that guy's house
Yep.
who has like original Porsches and like shit from the 60s.
Bro, this is
Guy's
the
got,
guy.
like, 20
this
million.
Is the guy.
Oh,
That's
really?
the guy. Yeah.
Like a Porsche collection.
Yeah, Porsche collection. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a big stone mansion.
I didn't go. My brother did. He could
Yeah.
probably corroborate. He's probably not listening right now, but
Yeah.
he went to meet the guy. Guy's definitely in his 80s now.
Yeah.
He's just kind of in like. He
Oh, yeah.
met him
You're
through a
talking
friend.
about the same people.
Dude,
That's
I'm,
hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. Like this guy had this house built, and on either side he had a garage. One garage was for him and his wife's car, and then the other garage was for his antique Porsche collection.
Yeah, it might be the same guy. It's
gotta be.
hilarious.
Yep.
Wow.
But
Yeah. So, I mean, how many years did you work for that company?
I worked there from 2005 to 2011 when they closed.
Yep.
And then from there was a couple of spin-off companies because the company that I worked for obviously dropped all their clientele because there was no more production happening. So there were a couple spin-off companies that I worked for a little while that were like, picking up the slack from.
And I imagine some like architects and designers were basically using you guys primarily for projects like that.
Yeah, we pretty much had a lock on most of the metalwork that was happening in that style.
Yeah.
In like the Hamptons and Cape, Martha's Vineyard,
wow,
Nantucket. We did a lot of
Man,
work.
Martha's Vineyard's job is getting that stuff on a truck and then on a boat.
Getting anything over there is a fucking
bitch.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Ugh. But I worked there for, the 6 years that I was able to. Then from there went to the spin-off companies, and when those ultimately just didn't work out, I got a gig working for a little shop out of Lakeville, Mass.
Yep.
Super cool guy. He was awesome to work for. And from there, I ended up kind of like leaving and going on my own and doing my own thing for a little while. And then when my daughter was born, I was like, I want to put some more structure back into my life, and went back to worked for a company that was doing like pretty much taking full-size excavators and converting them to drill rigs.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
So you can do like deep drilling.
Yeah.
For pilings and stuff like that, and got a lot of, experience there, but I knew it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then one day in the bathroom, Indeed pops up, and it was like, welding fabrication instructor at South Shore Tech in Hanover. And I was like, maybe I could do that.
Yeah.
It's always been something that I gave a lot of thought to, and my teacher in high school had a huge effect on me. So it was something that like his influence on me, I carried with me through my whole career, So when I had the opportunity to do that, I obviously was like, I'm going to go and interview. I don't even know if this is going to be for me or if I want to commit to, that drive. And so I ended up taking the job after the interview, and I've been there this is my third full school year.
Yep.
That I'm going into right now. I started April of the school year prior to that.
So you've had some of your students that you're going to have this year, you've had for all 3 years now.
Yep.
So you'll have some juniors, yeah.
Yep. So the seniors that are in right now, I stepped in like towards the end of their freshman year.
Yep.
So this is like the first class that I've seen freshmen through senior year.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, it was just, it all worked out, and yeah, it was just a crazy thing where it just kind of happened.
Where you didn't have like the where it wasn't necessarily your goal. It's like as far as developing the curriculum and everything, were there other people there, or were like, you replaced somebody that left and it's like you're the fab guy now?
Yeah, so I replaced a guy that left that had actually, funny enough, very similar qualifications to myself.
Okay.
He was somebody who really did a lot of like the fine work and had a little bit more of like an artistic eye.
Yeah.
Like myself.
Yeah, not just structural welding.
Yeah, exactly. And then the following year, another guy left.
Oh, wow.
We had to replace him as well. So that came with its own struggles, because now it's like you have three pretty much brand new.
Yeah, pretty green.
Brand new teachers.
Yeah.
But over the past couple of years, we built something really cool, and we're a super high demand shop in the school, and the kids that are in our shop really like it.
So it kind of gave you the opportunity to tweak maybe the structure of the order that you were teaching things to your own, way. It wasn't like you had to follow.
And we're still like coming into our own, and like the state obviously has guidelines and like standards that they set out.
Like the curriculum. So like, do you get a curriculum, or do you have to build that yourself?
We have to build it ourselves, especially now that the state released what's called new frameworks, which is like the basis of what kids need to know.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been working on that the past couple of years. This year, kind of just trying to do some fine tweaks and get everything set, because it would be really nice to go into work and know what I'm going to do weeks 1 through 17. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
have
like
it set in stone.
Yeah, it's like a 34, 35 week thing total, but we switch off between the grades. So like on any given week, we'll either have the freshmen and juniors or sophomores and seniors.
Okay.
So they kind of alternate so that they're not like you have an upperclassman there with underclassmen versus having like if you lumped in freshmen and sophomores together,
Yeah,
you
but
literally
don't know
have
what the fuck they're doing.
yeah, you'd have a bunch of children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
At least setting the juniors with the freshmen, you have some kids who are a little bit more
A little more
or
experienced.
hopefully emotionally mature.
That too.
I mean, that's the goal, right? You
right.
hope, yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing too is with that field, let's face it, like with the freshmen, the safety portion of things must
Oh, it's
You
an
gotta-
ongoing battle, and
you got to really drill down.
yeah. I mean, when I was in school, they literally played us the most horrific videos you could.
Oh
ever
yeah,
watch.
people cutting their hands off and shit.
Right, and it was like, okay, we are not. But now I can't bring a group of 14-year-old kids in and show them
Faces
a
of death. Like,
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
moves
exactly.
hands.
You
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, one of the videos we saw was like a guy that like had gloves on when he was using a drill press, and like he sucked
it just like
himself
pulled
into,
his hand into it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
just mangled.
I told
yeah.
this
That's-
story.
I had to watch a video of a guy getting pulled into a lathe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's another one that we used to watch.
Yep.
They used to show us that one too.
Our
Yep.
shop teacher in high school, and whatever. This is going back to the days when you put the kids who didn't pay attention in the basement, right? And they just work with drill presses all day long. But our shop teacher was missing 2 fingers, and he was missing 2 fingers because he was showing people what not to do with a table saw and cut his fingers off in the middle of a class.
Yeah, they'll never do that.
This was, I mean, I was there in 92 or 93, and this had happened like 8 years before. So this was 80s, right? So it was like, never use it without a guard, and this is why. And he put his fingers down, and he slipped and took the 2 fingers off in the class.
Don't
And they were just like, bag them up,
entertain
and that's it.
Yeah.
Gotta love the 80s, right?
Yeah.
So years later, he's just like, don't do what I did, and he would hold up the nubs.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, that is concerning.
You know,
Yeah.
why can't like just show those kids those things? Like
It's not the kids
different
that can't
world,
handle it,
Mark.
it's the parents.
So it's more speaks to the regard of like you were talking about like a kid bringing his dad
yeah.
to an interview, right? Now that's something that like we try and work with them on to get them to the point. Like I still have seniors that are like very nervous to even do like a job interview or even like just go talk to like someone in the school,
Like another classmate or something.
and I'm like, you can do it, you know. And it's like it's things are uncomfortable, right? Like life is uncomfortable.
Yeah,
And
you have to be
again,
What-
prepared
what
for those
happened?
situations.
like
COVID.
what the fuck?
COVID.
Yeah, but
Yeah, this is long before COVID.
I think that was
though.
way before COVID too.
Yeah, but also you have to think about it. We have a different perspective on it than a high school kid. It's like key years in a kid's school development and social skills
You also don't. I know I
is
say this all
gone.
the time, but
Yeah.
you two don't have kids.
I know.
When you have
Yeah.
your own children,
Thank God.
I know, and that's fine. Like that is your choice, and God bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm
But
saying,
you
yeah.
reevaluate the way you think things after you have children, right? So like, I've had an opinion on things for many years, and then you have a child, and you're like, well, I can't be like that to
Well,
them. It's
I
my
don't
kid.
have kids, and I can still see the
But
fact that
I also
Yeah.
don't. I try not to baby my kids. I do it more than my parents baby me. They never babied me. I'm better to my kids. I think,
Yeah,
than my
and Josh,
parents
I
babied
mean,
me.
you must feel
But,
that
like,
too because you've worked in a blue collar environment your whole life in shops, and it's like, let's face it, it's like people in that field are more rough around the edges than
Yeah.
maybe an office job. So how do you find yourself like struggling with that, like with the kid yourself now, like,
I wouldn't say so.
or maybe
I
it's just like a happy
definitely don't-
medium?
And it is, right? Because there's a balance to everything.
Yep.
So like, I for sure don't baby my kid. I am the disciplinarian in the house. I am the stern one in the house.
Yeah.
And like, there's times where I have to be a little softer around the edges because I can't look a 4-year-old girl in the face and be like, "Suck it up."
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? It's like,
Yeah.
you can't.
Grow some
Like,
balls.
But
Yeah.
at the same
Yeah.
time, there's a way to get that point across without being a jerk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Mhm.
like over the summer, right? I brought my kid to like a day camp that they did in the town. It was like a town run thing. And she'd be like, "I want to go do this." I'm like, "All right, well, there's 35 other kids here. Go find one to play with." And she's like, "Well, will you come with me to talk to them?" And I would just look her straight in the face and say, "Not a chance." Not a chance.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here. If this kid, like,
Yeah.
tells you no, move on to the next kid.
Exactly.
You're going to find one that wants, and like, teaching the ability to take rejection, right? Like, that's
huge.
what
That's
people
really
don't,
that's really where everything gets lost. Is like no one can be rejected anymore.
because everything is based off of social media. Everything's based off of instant gratification. Everything's based off of the fact that, like, you post something, right? I'm guilty of it myself. I'm a 37-year-old man.
Yep.
I post something online. If I don't get likes or a response, I'm like, oh, like,
Yeah.
that, you know,
You're
And it's
looking
like-
for validation on everything,
Right.
whether you like it or not.
and it's
then,
not,
yeah.
and it's not as important to me as it is to a 14 through 18-year-old kid. But like, that'll like, you know, hurt your feelings a little bit if you like post something and you're like, oh, this is super cool, and fucking nobody responds to it. You're
And
just
that's,
like,
you
oh,
know,
dude, what
that's the
hell?
same attitude with,
You know?
younger people at work that want, they want like a attaboy for, and it's like, no, you just did what you were hired to do. You didn't do anything extra. You just
Right.
literally did your job.
Yeah, I mean, I came from the era of, like, you go in, you're the kid,
Yeah.
right? You do what you're told. You don't say, I don't want to do that, because they're going to say, well, there's the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have two choices. There's the door, and you can try again tomorrow with a better attitude, or there's
And you're
the-
lucky for them to say that.
or there's the door and go find a new job.
So how when you went into this,
I feel like we
yeah.
don't go too far because some of these are really
Yeah,
good
some of these are good comments.
Yeah,
So,
they are
good.
yeah, TDs, do you feel like the Gen Z kids actually hate working hard, or all the old guys bullshitting?
I would say that, like,
Probably
you
50-50.
have like percentages,
Yeah.
right? So it's like we have 20 kids that come through our shop on a given year, right? So we have 20 kids that start fresh every single year, and like 5-6 of those kids know for a fact when they get into the school that they either want to go to college, they want to go to the military, they want to do whatever it is.
Yeah.
Then you have another 10 kids who are like, I want to do something with the trade, but I don't know what it is yet.
Yep.
And then the other ones, like, we have students that have families that own businesses, and it's like them learning the welding trade is going to help their family's business.
Sure.
They know where they're going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I wouldn't say that, like,
They already have a path.
right. I wouldn't say that all Gen Z kids hate working. I would say that, like, they just don't understand, and they don't have, like, this year we started taking away their cell phones,
Yeah.
right? It was a school policy where the beginning of the day they turn in their cell phone.
They get
actually
locked
have a
up somewhere.
We actually have a
Yeah,
lock
the
box that we
lock
put
box,
them in.
Yeah.
And then at lunchtime, we return their phones. When they come back from lunch, they give them back to us. We put them in the box. And we are not, like, in our policy, it's 3 minutes before they leave for any given thing. So it's like, it's not like they get their phones for like 15 minutes before lunch.
Yeah.
They get their phones 3 minutes before lunch. They return them when they get back. They get them 3 minutes before the end of the day.
And I think, and with any school, I think that's a good policy, but especially with a vocational school, and especially when you're talking about things that could be safety related. In a vocational school, it's not just like welding; it's electrical. There's major dangers.
So much.
In the home ec stuff, there's major dangers. It's like you need to be fully engaged to absorb those safety things.
Yeah.
And the reality of it is, depending on where they go work, like, it's stuff that you need to take with you yourself, because not all places have the same policies with safety.
Right.
It's like
And
it
it's
might
like,
not,
even with the
be taught.
earbuds, headphones, whatever it is, like, it's the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you are turning yourself off to everything around you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've told my daughter, if you don't take those things out of your fucking ears, I'm going to throw them out the front door and you're never going to see them again.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yep.
And then she's like, all right. I'm like, I just need to ask you a question. And you're looking at me.
Like, aside from like
And
mowing
she's
the
just
lawn, I
Yeah.
can't
not
imagine.
I'm
I,
the same
I
way,
can't
dude.
even imagine doing something with earbuds in.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Like working on a car
Exactly.
with earbuds in.
Exactly.
No way.
No.
Like,
no
you'll
way.
have music playing in the background.
Right.
Yeah.
But like to literally deprive your senses,
Mhm.
and like that doesn't compute with me.
No,
Like,
my brain doesn't work that way.
I grew up with people snowboarding and skateboarding that would put headphones in, and I'm like, dude, you can't hear anything
Yeah.
around you.
Well, same thing, like riding bike or
Yeah.
anything.
Right.
It's like,
Like,
you
how do
hear a
you
car
do-
coming up behind you.
Yeah, exactly. You're just literally oblivious to the world.
Yep.
And like, how is that? I used to get so annoyed, like going up snowboarding with somebody and they would put headphones in and you're like going down a certain trail and you're trying to call them and they can't hear. But
Yeah.
it's the same thing like at work. I used to hate that. I don't do it now, obviously, because it's kids, but I literally I used to throw things at coworkers because I'm like, I need your
Fucking
attention.
listen to me.
I need your attention.
Yeah.
This isn't like I want to tell you a funny story. Like
It's not like you're
I
sitting in a
need-
cubicle assembling widgets and you just have earbuds in and you don't
Right.
need to interact with anybody.
Right.
Like,
no, I
yeah.
mean that's fine. Like to each their own. But like if you're working in, if you're and like I get
Yeah, TD's.
that.
So TD's does. He works in auto upholstery.
Yeah.
So he's doing some tedious stuff as well. But yeah, you know, it's different. It's different though. It's not like you are working with some dangerous stuff, but you're not working with like, you know, an angle grinder or a plasma cutter or a lathe. That's like, you
Well,
know,
I think when you're experiencing your trade, you can do these things.
Yeah.
In the classroom, 100%. No.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a fucking clue.
No.
And it's not just what you're doing, right? It's like
Yeah,
if somebody's using a grinder,
yeah,
if somebody's using a grinder and they're 6 feet away from you and they hit a loose piece of metal,
Yeah. You
that's
hear that?
I had to explain that today. I'm like, that grinder spins at 8,000 RPMs. What do you think that's going to send a little metal BB that big?
yeah, real fast.
Right. And how far do you think that's going to go? You could send that 30 feet.
Yep.
So for you to not wear your safety glasses when there's people working around you is careless.
I just did a stupid thing yesterday, and I am like very, very, very meticulous when it comes to safety glasses because I'm one of those people. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I can have safety glasses on. I'm still getting something in my eye. I wear the ones that are like blue blockers that have like the box in section because those regular safety glasses that are shaped like 90s Oakleys, those don't do anything.
They don't do
No,
shit.
no.
They don't do anything. So, but yeah, yesterday when I was working on my buddy's car, we had to cut some screws down because they were too long for the piece of wood. And my other buddies with a grinder hitting the screw heads, and I'm standing holding the wood, and the spark just came up right in the eye, like direct to the eye. And I'm like, oh, I didn't have my safety glasses or my safety squints on. I was full stupid idiot for a minute.
Yeah, and that's they always talk about safety squints and safety. And I'm
I was
like,
going to say the squints are hilarious.
and I'm like, dude, well, you clearly never had to have a piece of metal
Metal
drilled
removed
out
from
of
your eye. That's what did it for me. I had to get metal removed from my eye once, and it was the worst.
It's fucked up because the only time I ever had to have metal removed from my eye is because I had safety glasses on because
Yeah.
they hit my cheek, hit the safety glass, and went right into my eyeball.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like, you know,
Right.
this is-
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
This
like,
is some
well,
bullshit.
that was like my
Yeah.
dad. My dad was like, I was in a car accident once, and
Exactly.
if I had my seatbelt on, I might have died. I
Exactly.
was fine because
get
I
it.
fell out of the seat.
I'm
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
I'm not the rule. Like you shouldn't. I've worn safety glasses for many years, but it was that one time. The worst thing that ever happened. It was
Yeah.
because the safety glasses ricocheted the.
Oh,
piece of metal
yeah,
into
and
my
I've
eye.
had that
and I
happen,
watched
too.
it happen. Like you
And
could
then,
see
then
it.
there's the whole argument with gloves. It's like, oh, well, my dexterity's bad with the gloves, so I'm actually more dangerous with gloves on. You know, there's that
Right.
whole argument too.
Yeah.
So with pipe fitting, right? So we have the 300 machine. You know, the 300 machines.
Yep.
On the machine itself, there is a stamp that says no gloves built into the machine.
Yeah.
And then I'm on a job site where I'm required by the GC to wear gloves. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, well, you tell me.
No, because
It
that,
says-
that machine, and so any rotating machine that requires close hand contact, it is an OSHA violation to wear gloves.
Yep.
So like a regular 5-inch grinder,
Yeah.
it is actually an OSHA violation to wear gloves when you're using a grinder.
Because it'll pull your
And
hand
then
into
you've got
it.
the
Yeah.
OSHA guy on site telling me I have to wear gloves because that's
Right.
their company policy.
Yeah.
It's like,
Tell
I
them
don't know what to
look
tell you.
at- tell
And
them
this
to look
was
at the handbook.
Yeah.
this was 12, 14 years ago. I haven't been on an actual job site in years because I don't do that part of it anymore. I couldn't. There was no way I'd survive.
Well, you tell them that OSHA is a federally regulated entity
Yeah.
and it overrules their state company policy.
yeah.
You know, and that's like, I mean,
Do kids battle you on that? I guess that was where I was going with this. Do kids battle you on the safety stuff? Like, I don't want to wear that. I don't want to do that.
so they won't battle, but like it's constant reminder.
Yeah.
And so like yesterday and today were the first 2 days of school, and I told them all yesterday, I kept reminding them, I gave every single one of them a pair of safety glasses. And I was like, these belong to you. don't lose them. This is the only free pair that you're going to get this year.
Yeah.
So then today I walk around, I see a ton of kids without safety glasses again. So I'm like, all right, who does have safety glasses? Who didn't I give them to yesterday? A couple kids were absent, whatever.
Yeah.
So I give them their glasses, and I'm like, these 2 days have been your grace period.
Yeah.
Next week, there's going to start being consequences for not wearing your safety gear, because that's the only way you can remind them 1,000 times. If there's no consequence to forgetting, they will keep forgetting.
Yep.
You know?
There's no reason to remember at that point.
Right. There's no reason to remember. If there's no consequence for doing something or not doing something that you're supposed to do, then you're just going to keep not doing it. So, but I also think there's fine balances to it, right? Like there's fine balances to understanding that, like, you know,
And even to how you explain and discipline them. It's like, you
Right.
can't be like, stop being a show off, shithead. Here's what we're going to do. You know? Yeah.
Right. Yep. And like, if a kid has their safety glasses where they like put them up on their forehead because they were trying to read something and there was a smudge on the glasses, whatever.
Yeah.
But if I tell a kid to put their safety glasses on and they immediately start like walking around like it's a scavenger hunt,
Yeah.
it's like, well, you didn't even have them on your person. So
Yeah.
where are they?
You weren't even attempting to have
right.
them on.
Yeah. There was like no part of you that wanted anything to do with wearing them.
Yep.
It was like you used to ride motorcycles and you keep the glasses just above your eyebrows.
Yeah.
So in case you saw a cop, you just squint and they drop down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, you know, I mean, we were talking about it, about like how, you know, you're never going to fully love what you do,
Yeah.
right? You're never fully going to love your job. But this is the first job that I've ever had that I've worked at for, you know, 3 years. That's like, there's been 0 days where I've come home from work and been like, I don't know if I can do this. I want to find
You're
a
like, I don't know
different
if this
job.
is the career for me.
Right. So that's a really good feeling. It obviously comes with its challenges and everything, but
I mean, it must be like, you know, when you build something cool, it's like, all right, that's cool. Like, I made that with my hands. I mean, at the end of the day, though, after it's like, wow, like I made an impact on like multiple people's lives. Like, I mean, I assume you go back to think about the things you remember about your shop teacher that you liked.
yeah, for sure. I actually just gave a speech at my shop teacher's retirement.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really like
So,
full circle. That's
yeah.
awesome.
I mean, it was like there was a lot to it. But like the main, like, you know, hammer drop statement was like, Old Colony showed me the door, but you gave me the key.
Yep.
Right. Because that's what it was for me. Because it was like, I went to the school, I had the same opportunity that everybody had, but for whatever reason,
That's the guy that made it click.
that teacher like found that spot and spoke directly to me.
Yep.
And like, that's where that impact, you know, it's carried through. And like, the interview that I had here, they're like, why do you want to be a teacher? And it was just like, I spelled out everything that was, you know, the impact he had on me. And I was like, I just hope that in some way, shape, or form, I can have that impact on someone from the next generation. Right. And it does. It feels good. Like yesterday, I walked into a classroom where they had like the related class, which is like the theory portion of the shop. And
Do you have to teach that as well or no?
what's that?
Is
Yeah.
it- oh, you do? Okay.
And you know, I walked into the class and like a bunch of the kids were like, "Yo, Mr. Craig," like,
Yeah.
you know. So it's that feels good. It feels good to be like,
Yeah.
you know, these
Yeah.
kids.
You're
are,
one of the teachers that kids like. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like I also have hard conversations with him too, and it's, but I think talking through it as like, it's not like you need to listen to me because I'm your teacher, and it's like, I'll actually ask him like,
Yeah.
what's your point of view on this?
Yeah.
Like if you're disagreeing with me or you think something's going on or you're feeling some sort of way, like what's your point of view? Because that's not only going to make them feel like they actually have a voice in the situation, but it's teaching them how to have a hard conversation, you know?
Especially if you're getting the trades. Like, you're going to have to deal with
Right.
fucking contractors and architects and engineers and all these other people.
Dude, they're going to be way worse than me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Yeah,
Like,
there's
they're
going to be
gonna be
people that don't give a
you are the-
shit what they're
You are the
Right.
easiest part of their day.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like, dude,
exactly.
you're going to, like, these people are going to tear you apart if you don't learn how to do this.
Yeah.
Craig just said, kids that aren't given responsibility and tasks don't learn work ethic. Hard times create strong people. Strong parents create good times. Good times create weak parents. Weak parents create tough times.
I wonder where he Googled and copied and
I was going
pasted
to say
that.
that's some
When
AI
they
shit
say,
right there.
they say that,
That
like,
is a good quote though.
so that's like I saw something that was like my great grandfather, or my great grandfather walked to work. My great grandfather rode a horse to work. My grandfather drove a car to work. My father drove a BMW to work. I drive a Ferrari.
Yeah.
My kids will drive a BMW. Their kids will drive a regular car. Their kids will ride a horse, and their kids will walk.
Yeah.
So it's like that's literally you spoil these kids and you make their lives easy.
Yep.
And you're not gonna have that next generation of productive person.
Yeah.
You know, constructive human beings.
I'd like to think that generationally we're going the other direction, right? So like
I think it's starting to turn.
I think you're not wrong because I see more kids interested in trades. I see more kids like, you know,
Dude,
people have realized
they think it's cool now.
Yeah. I was
but
so
they
pumped.
also
Like,
see like, you know, you don't necessarily have to have a PhD to make a decent living, right? And
well,
I'm
no,
not-
I think people are seeing like, wow, like my parents can't even get someone here to change this light switch because the electricians are all too busy.
right.
You know, it's like, wow,
And-
my car's been at the body shop for 6 months because they don't have anyone to work on it. It's like and that's the way it is, and it's like it's awesome seeing people.
And it's been cyclical for, for
understand the
generations,
importance
right?
of trades.
It all
Yeah.
goes up and down, but like I feel like of all in the last 20 years or whatever, people have really shifted and be like, oh, you know what? Trades aren't that bad. Trades aren't for where the dumb kids go. Like it's just, you know, obviously, you know, when I was in high school, you put the dumb kids in the trades. Like it's a horrible thing to say, but like kids who are disruptive, kids who, you know, they couldn't control whatever, like go downstairs and play with the bandsaw and, you know, whatever. But some of those kids turned out to be very wealthy business owners because they fucking learned to trade and they knew it, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. That's like a student that I have right now that's graduating this year. His father went to the high school that I teach at, and his father, like his senior year, they did like a senior parade where like the seniors would like drive their cars around the school.
Yeah.
You know what he drove around the school? He had a triaxle dump truck.
Oh, wow.
And a flatbed trailer with a machine on it. And
That's
that was
cool.
the first truck, trailer, and machine that he ever bought was his senior year at high school. And
That's
now,
super cool.
Now, when you're driving up Route 3,
Yeah.
right, towards Boston, going by like 139, there's W.C. Smith and Sons.
Okay. Yeah. That
With
rings a
a
bell.
huge pot. So his father owns a gigantic excavating business now and like just is absolutely killing it. But like this dude went from driving a like everybody else is like their fancy car or whatever. This dude drives a triaxle through.
Yeah.
And now he owns like Route 3 frontage
Yeah. Instead of
property.
buying a cool car, he
You know
bought
what I mean?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was so.
Now he used that to build the garage, put the rest of his cool cars in.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right, exactly. And now this guy has, you know, every toy you could imagine. And like, but the thing is, his kid is like the opposite of spoiled. His kid's the opposite of entitled.
Yeah.
His kid works so hard. And like, he's like naturally, he can see things the way they're supposed to be, but like, he wasn't like his freshman year, he wasn't the most like mechanically gifted kid.
Yeah.
And he just like worked at it over these last 3 years. And he's like one of my favorite students to work with just because he's like open and listens and like really takes
He wants
it
to
all in.
learn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So one of Jared's kids, one of their friends, walks to work every day. She works at the Chatterbox.
Yep.
She walks like 3 miles a day.
Yeah.
There, like one way is 3 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we drove by the other day. Jared's like, "Oh, that's so and so's friend." I said, "She want to ride?" Nope, she won't take it. I said, "What?" She's like, "We've stopped before." She says, "No, I'm good." I'm like, he's like, "That's a fucking hardworking kid."
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's somebody
Especially
who's
as
got it built.
someone that's 14 or 15 years old. Like that's insane.
And she's got it built into her brain. She's got like the work ethic built into her brain to the point where she has enough work ethic that she's like, I'm getting myself there. And I've left myself enough time to get to work. So why would I take a ride from you and show up early?
Right.
Yeah.
I can collect my thoughts. I can go to work. So it's crazy.
So I agree with that, Craig. Even with you spend all this money on college, there's no guarantee of a job.
No, absolutely not.
Well,
And,
that's what.
and what's the big thing now? Experience.
I was so pumped to see like Josh and Tanya's son just graduated from Voc,
Yeah.
got a job right away.
Yeah.
You know, graduates college. I mean, graduates high school. Summer starts a week after high school. He's working full time welding.
Yeah, this is the
And,
turn. I think this is
and the kid
turn.
loves it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
This is the turn with you know,
And I was saying that about our friend Chuck.
a
Like, you know
hands-on
Chuck.
job,
Yeah.
Chuck's been on the
a trade
show before.
opposed to like, I don't know, a psychologist degree or something like that. Like, you know, like a
So
sit
you were
down,
right for that?
a sit down office job or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like, I think the turn is like now there's such a demand.
Yeah.
People don't really realize it. And
Oh,
it's
they
like,
will.
oh, I'm going to be a CEO. And it's like, no,
Of what?
we already have those.
Right,
Thanks.
exactly. We got 50 of those.
Yeah.
Nobody uses them.
And it's like, fuck.
We had our friend Chuck,
Yeah.
who's been on the show before. His son went to Voc School for Electric. He got
Yeah.
Moritz.
Craig, me too, man.
Hooked him up with
And that was like
a company he was
just
working with, and he
15.
started working right out of high school. So
Yep. Right out of high school.
My first job I worked at Kmart in Rainham.
Dunkin' Donuts.
That was my second job.
Bro, so-
14 years
What was
old.
yours?
I
Stop
remember
and shop.
going.
What was it?
Stop and Shop.
Stop and
junior
Shop,
year.
yeah.
Yeah. I started at Burger King on Route 24 when I
all
was
right.
14.
I'm gonna date you guys. What was your starting salary?
Oh, fuck.
575.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like 5 and change.
Right around there, yeah.
$3.12. $3.12.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
what?
I
You're
w-
40. How old are you?
Nine. I'm
You're
40
49. I'm
2 weeks
44.
I'll be
Wow.
49.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I worked. I literally was in. I
I
was
was
in
75,
8th grade.
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Because I went into, and it's funny because his last name, the guidance counselor's last name was Weiner, but it was spelled Wiener. So,
It's like trying to choke that one down
so
while
Mr.
you're-
Wiener,
yeah.
yeah, it was Mr. Wiener. So I remember going in Mr. Wiener's office
Yeah.
to get my worker's permit in the 8th grade when
Yep.
I was 14, and I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I got the job, right? And I started working at Dunkin' Donuts. And then as soon as I had enough money, I bought a 1976 Batavis moped.
Oh,
49cc
Fuck yeah,
moped.
baby.
Yep.
No helmet, no laws, baby.
Cut the fucking exhaust off of that thing.
Yep.
Because I thought it was a
Gained a
motorcycle
quarter
when I was
horsepower.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, no, dude, I definitely
Just wanted to
lost
sound it.
horsepower. It's
Yeah, yeah,
carbureted. It needed back pressure to actually run right. And would drive myself to work like I was, king shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like,
Damn,
that was
14
I mean,
though. That's living the dream.
Theoretically, my first job I was 11. I
Yeah.
did Sunday papers with a guy next
There you
next
go,
door.
yeah.
And every Saturday morning, I got up at 2 a.m, and I walked across the street and got in his car, and we went and picked up a bunch of papers and delivered them 400
I gotta
papers
tell
on a
ya.
Sunday
sounds
morning.
like a story for a therapist. but
Right.
it's
Yeah,
actually
right.
pretty innocent.
Thankfully, nothing like that ever happened. He
People
was a
think
perfectly
people
nice
think
guy.
The paper routes had it easy. No,
Bro.
you're fucking waking up too fucking
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
I was never in better shape in my life.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
I carry 6 or 7 Sunday papers. You remember Sunday papers?
Oh,
Used to
they're
come with circulars.
huge.
They're like the thick as the
And
Bible.
He would open it.
$4.95. Craig, I don't know where Craig was working.
I would jump out of the car and run. And the kid on the other side would jump out of the car and run. And he would drive down the road and deliver a few and come back and get us. And we just keep going. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. And it was 5 or 6
16
hours. And it was
But it-
$30. No matter what how long it took us, I made $30.
But it's like, yeah, I mean, even the kids that like don't want to go into the trade, or they like, at least they're getting something.
Yeah.
Well, that
You know
was,
what I mean? They're
yeah.
getting
There's-
some form of like
mechanical life skills is a
Right.
school they should, a class they should teach.
Simple
like,
Well, and the
shit.
other thing that's
hey,
good
if
is
your
like
faucet's leaking, maybe you look at this. If your toilet,
Yeah.
doesn't run, your
more
electricity
people
doesn't
than
work,
you can accept sign up for what you're teaching too.
Yeah.
So what's like the name of the shop that you teach?
metal fabrication and welding.
All right. And now how many different is it just that one class and you have those 2 groups come in, or do you teach multiple classes? Do you teach like a welding class?
So it's all kind of like wrapped in. So like their freshman year, we focus a lot on like welding fundamentals, safety, basics, how to change the wire over on the machines, how to change the tips out on MIG machines, and then by then, sorry, I'm trying to read that.
Me too.
Yeah, Craig just said anyone with older kids that are looking for real jobs, scrub your social media. Companies will look through that and judge you even if you're whiny. So basically he's saying
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
stupid shit. I mean, that's a good thing to teach kids too, though, is everything you put on the internet's there forever, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like I'll have students that'll be like, "Oh, I found you on Facebook." I'm like, "Good.
Yeah. There's nothing on there.
You can see the picture of my family and
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
A
whatever.
lot of fish pics.
Right. If you want to see some fish pictures and
Yeah.
pictures of my daughter, go right ahead. I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like get like what he was saying, like, you know, people's parents or whatever, like can't even get somebody to come out and fix a switch. Like I grew up in a house where like my dad did everything.
Yep.
Right. And he would like help people do the brakes on their car, and he would help, and he was an engineer at Raytheon.
Yeah.
And like, so I remember asking him one day, I was like, Dad, I'm like, how do you know how to do all this stuff? Was it just like something that you were like, you know, you just understand it? And he was like, he just looked right at me and he was like, no, I know how to do all this stuff because we were fucking broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I couldn't afford to pay someone to do it.
And like at that moment, I started like replaying in my head like my childhood.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, we were broke.
Yeah. You
Like,
wouldn't have known it though.
I didn't know it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he like, and I'm like, holy shit, how did you guys hide that so well? Like
Yeah.
I'm looking back and I'm like, dude, that neighborhood wasn't like, we kind of were like junkets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm like, but we never knew. Like
Yeah.
I never had to go like clothes shopping at Walmart.
Yeah.
You know, like my mom found strategic ways to like, you know, buy certain things at certain times, or like whether it was like TJ Maxx or Marshalls, like,
Yeah.
and it was
Oh
like,
God, I
always
grew
just,
up on Marshalls. That was
it
the only
always
place we
just-
shopped.
Yeah, it was always just like hidden though. Like I didn't, and I even talked to my sister about it, who's like 12 years older than me, and my brother who's 9 years older than me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I never knew we were broke. She's like, she's like, she said, honestly, Josh, I didn't realize it until a few years ago either.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't want to burst your bubble or anything, but like,
Yeah.
we were poor.
Yeah. And then once
Like-
you're an adult, you realize what
Dude,
actually was going on.
It was like sheet pan meals and like
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
shit. Like
Like
all
ground hamburger and applesauce. That
Yeah.
wasn't like a
Yeah.
real meal. Like,
Yeah.
like
I ate that quite a bit, like once a week usually.
right.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, you know, we never used to order pizza when we were younger. We had English
Yeah.
muffin pizzas."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I'm like, "Oh shit, we did have English muffin pizzas." Then the next slide was like, 10 telltale signs you were broke as a kid. And I'm just like, "Oh shit."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of that. I was like, I just think everyone was like middle class at that point.
Yeah.
That's kind of middle. Everyone was just doing their thing and struggling along and making it happen.
What's your project, Craig?
Oh,
Oh boy.
yeah. It's
That
a
goddamn
I'll show
Jeep.
you some pictures.
Is it a
It's
car?
It's a Jeep. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's
Hard-
he's
hard
not,
pass.
Yeah. It's a Jeep
Hard
that
pass.
needs all the metal.
Yeah. Hard pass.
Yeah.
The only good thing on is the glass.
So maybe I'll send Andrew to you, and he can learn how to weld, and then he can take the Jeep off of Craig.
Yeah, right.
You don't.
Yeah, so you have an auto body shop that's completely separate from what you're doing.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
auto body and or the what is it called? Collision repair tech.
Yep.
So that's what that is now. It's not auto body anymore.
Yeah, because they don't actually fix anything anymore. They just replace parts and total stuff.
Right. Yeah, because it's like, dude, it's crazy, right?
Cars they
it's
just
like,
throw away.
when was the last time you were at a body shop when you saw like panel hammers that weren't just covered in dust?
Oh yeah. Oh, Craig.
You know what I mean?
Craig right here. Speaking of, he had like a 24 Silverado, got rear-ended in New Hampshire. The bumper bent like 6 inches, and it like they totaled the thing.
Yeah.
And it had like 7,000 miles on
His
it.
truck?
Oh yeah, the black truck.
The
They,
one we
to-
took the
yeah.
roots?
they
Yeah.
totaled that.
Come on.
Yeah, not
Yep.
kidding. Yeah, total.
Dude, the tailgate was fine. The
Yeah.
bed sides were fine. It literally bent the bumper on the bumper brackets on the rear frame horns.
That's
Probably because it
Crazy.
put like
I don't even know what
a
I'm talking
tiny
about,
little
It
list
put
to the
it put a
frame or
kink in the
something.
frame horns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was it.
Crazy though, but like it literally had like under 20,000 miles too. It was fucking crazy.
That's nuts.
Yep.
That is nuts.
The way it is now, everything's made throwaway.
Yep.
How is it with like with the gear in the school, like the stuff that you're teaching the kids on? Is it like
Dude.
pretty realistic to what they're going to be
Antiques?
working on in the real world, or you know, it's like
No.
super high end shit?
Dude, the shop that we have, like, we're fortunate, right? Because we have like grant money that we apply for. We tell, you know, and it's like not really like a lottery, but it's like the best picked thing.
Yeah.
But like you have to apply for this grant money and you have to say what program it's for and why. And like our program was slightly antiquated, but like over the past couple years, like our school has done such a good job like going out and chasing money for us.
Yep.
And like we've been able to purchase so much new equipment that's like just unbelievable, like stuff that I even need to learn how to use before I can. I mean, it's still the same basic principle of the older machine, just with new technology. So like, we as a department have to actually like learn the new ins and outs of those machines and stuff like that. But it's like, I tell everybody, you don't have to be a welder to be a fabricator. You don't have to be a fabricator to be a welder.
Yeah,
like,
you don't have to be good at everything.
Right. Yeah. You can read blueprints and cut metal and bend metal and get those parts all set for the guy that welds.
And the reality of it is, like, in a lot of roles,
I'll stick it together.
Yeah.
And I have my buddy Mark come over and put it together. It's like, you go ahead and burn that in.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
But that's the reality is, a lot of job environments are probably going to be that way. There might be a welder that takes pre-cut pieces and just welds it together.
It's
very
workful,
specific.
dude. It's flow charts in a business, right? And that's the way that lean business runs. A lean business runs based off of, you have
specialists.
Yeah, you have specialists that do each. So we did a field trip.
It's like cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, we did a field trip to a company last year with all the kids that literally had like 6 employees. And every single one of those employees had something specific that they did.
One thing. Yep.
So they did that and then handed it off to the next guy. And they did their part and handed it off to the next guy. So like, you go in the back room and it's just, this is the welder.
Yeah.
Like, he's the welder that sits there and welds.
He welds everything. Yep.
He welds everything. Then you had a finisher. So he's the guy that just does the metal finishing.
Grinding the welds.
Yep. Grinding the welds, polishing them, sanding them, making them pretty. And then he's the guy that sends it off to the packing department. And then the packaging department wraps everything up in plastic or whatever, and then it gets shipped to the customer.
I mean, the amount of time lost doing all of the things as one person, you've got to have multiple people, right? So, like, if you're trying to run an efficient business and make money, you can't have one person doing everything. It's just not the way to do it.
And it's not only just like the switching from process to process. It's like, it takes time for your brain to like actually switch. Okay, now I got to do this.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like, we have to do this annual safety training at work, and the thing that always sticks with me is like there's no such thing. Multitasking isn't real. Your brain just can't do it. It's really switch tasking. And the amount of time lost between switching those tasks, whereas if you just complete task A and then do task B, is so much faster than trying to do 2 things at once, because you just can't physically do it.
Yep. And that's the way that like I personally fabricate things. Like, when I need to build something, if I need to build 6 of the same thing, I'm going to do step 1 on all 6.
6 times. Yep.
Step 2 on all 6. Step 3 on all 6, because then I don't have to rewire my brain every 10 minutes to do something else.
And then when you're on the third one, you're like hammering through them.
Right.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you get to like, you have all your parts together and you're just like, boom, boom, boom. And it all works that way.
Yep.
I did it last year, like with a group of students, and they were like, how did you just do that that quickly? And I'm like, because it was single tasks over and over and over again until they were done.
Yep.
It's not like, I'm going to complete one of these and then I'll like meander around for a little bit and then I'll come back and I'll do another one. And no, it's like you have and it's like, set that goal in your head, set personal goals. Like, nobody's timing you or anything, but pretend like they are.
Like, I should be able to finish this step on all 5 of these in an hour. Okay. There you go.
And if it's 58 minutes, you're stoked. If it's an hour and 5 minutes, you're still like, all right, I was only 5 minutes off.
Yeah.
That
makes sense.
But yeah, like, as far as the whole teaching thing is, I mean, it's legitimately the best job I've ever had. And like, I've, I actually got a job offer at New Bedford Vogue, which is 4 minutes away from my house.
Oh, wow.
And I just like where I work so much, and I like the people that are there.
It's worth the commute.
Environment.
That's great.
It's worth the commute. So like, I literally stayed at a job where I'm commuting 50 minutes each way instead of a job that's 4 minutes away.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's worth it to me, because I feel like if I set my feet in here, like, that's it.
Yeah. You'll retire from that place.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's pretty great.
And that is the only time in my whole life where I have ever thought to myself, like, this is it.
I'm going to work here forever.
Yeah. This is it.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty cool. I really enjoy it. And it's like, it's new kids every year.
Yeah.
So it's like you get a new group of kids every year.
New and exciting.
Yeah.
Do you find the time to do any like passion projects with welding now? Like, do you do any side work or even just like things for yourself? We'll say.
Yeah, like passion projects. No, really. I mean, my passion project is like my boat.
Yeah,
or my
fishing
passion
stuff.
project is like building stuff for the guy down at JCS Marine in Rhode Island.
Yep.
Because he has like his whole. Dude, some of the custom boats they build are
Well, let's talk about that. So you
ridiculous.
met that guy. You started doing some side work for this guy that does boat restoration.
So I literally went down there because I was talking to him about buying a boat and that he had, and then when I got like financing numbers on it and stuff, and it was just astronomical, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pay $50,000 for a $30,000 boat. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I said I'd much rather just get something that I can like restore and refurbish and work on and like
Fix her up or you can tinker with.
like,
Yeah.
It's like I said, I'm like, I don't need a Mercedes boat.
Yeah.
I need like a bitchin' Trans Am
Yeah.
kind of boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like a nice Camry.
Yeah. No. I can't. I had
better than a Camry.
I had a Camry
All
boat.
right,
I want the Trans Am.
Yeah. Little bandit action. Yeah.
So like, I 4 minutes goes by and this guy sends me a picture. He's like, "Oh, like this?" Because I told him a specific boat brand. I was like, I'm thinking about trying to find an older Champion to fix up.
Yep.
Which was like,
They're like 80s, early 90s.
they were like the bee's knees in like the 90s, pretty much through the 90s.
Yep.
And like, he sends me a picture. He's like this one, and I'm like, oh, God damn it,
that's the one.
So I went down there and started talking to him, and I ended up buying that boat, and I got a trailer with it. And I'm like, well, I'd like to take the trailer and do some work to it to like, you know, beef it up a little bit and put some custom touches on it. So then when he saw like the work that I did on the trailer, he was like, hey, do you think you could do something like this for me? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Sure, why not?
You know, so it was like a center console bass boat build that he did like from the ground up, did all new like stringers inside the boat, all fiberglass work. And I built what's called a dead pedal, right? So it's like in a car, you have your gas pedal and then you have like a place to put your left foot so that you're braced up, right? So in these bass boats now, they do like 80 miles an hour. And they have what's called a hot foot, which is a gas pedal. Mm-hmm. So essentially your general throttle is just a gear selector.
Yep.
And then you have the gas pedal. So I built a base that went over the whole floor with that left foot pedal on it. So I built that for him. Huh?
Left foot throttle?
No. Left foot pedal.
Oh,
it's called a dead pedal.
Okay.
So that's like where you brace your left
Yeah,
foot
all right,
and then
all
you
right,
have the
all
right
right.
foot throttle. But yeah, it was like, then from there, I did like a couple little welding things for him. And then from there, it was like a pretty complex, complicated assembly like that was like two-toned and had a machined piece on the back of it with an insert. And like, it got like pretty crazy with the last one that I built for him.
And these are like fully customized boats, like custom interior color.
Oh yeah,
everything.
dude. Like you would. I know how you love interior.
Yeah.
And like this boat that he just did, like the black and lime green one that I shared on my Facebook.
Yeah, I was just looking for that.
It has custom Alcantara seats in it.
Yeah, the thing's ridiculous.
Like it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, what's that? What's the page?
It's
I'll just pull it up.
JCS Marine.
Is it Facebook the best place or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it? Like where in round?
West Greenwich.
All right.
Yeah, so I think it's exit 18, like off of 95. When you go down, you go by the split.
They go lower that way. So it's
I think it's 18.
Oh no, they did change those. It might be 18.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So this is the last boat that he built like from the ground up. Like he pulled the top cap off the back end, did the whole like transom and structural assembly.
Yeah, so that was before.
Yep, that was before.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's some 80s red fiberglass.
Fucking Christ.
And you just put a fucking, what is it?
That's a 250.
54 on the back.
Yeah.
No, it's a 250.
Yeah.
250
Yeah.
what?
Yamaha.
I fucking love when there's no name brand.
Yeah. He
just
does that.
looks
He does that a
badass.
lot. He
He's
likes
like, fuck it, I got
he
what I
likes
got.
to leave-
Fucking so awesome. I
he
think
likes
it
to
looks way
leave the
better.
mystery.
Yeah, I love that.
And dude,
Yeah.
like go
Yeah.
back, look at the paint splatter that he did in in the splat. Like, you don't see any of that, dude.
no
Yeah.
That's where the batteries and shit go. Like, you don't even see any of that.
Yeah,
And they
just
put-
to
they-
carry the green through.
Right. And they just like did the paint splatter in there to make it look good.
Yeah.
And then you'll see the pedal that I built coming up pretty soon. Next couple.
Yeah, look at
That
those
back of it
seats.
looks 3D printed.
Amazing.
It's
That,
crazy.
that EVA foam stuff is so
so
cool.
sick.
Yeah.
So sick. So
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
That's
that was
awesome.
that was built like, I mean, the forming of the metal and everything that was built to the hull of that boat. Like there's only one of those.
Yep.
And there is no one that builds that type of stuff. Like
That's so
there's,
cool.
There's no one in the world that builds that type of stuff.
Did you make the gas pedal too?
I did not make the
Oh,
has
right.
pedal.
Did you
Because
copy
that
the
has
gas
all that
pedal
has all
like
like linkages in it and everything.
Oh,
Fair.
yeah.
But
yeah,
what I
yeah.
did is that sweep up on the side there,
Yep.
I actually boxed it out. Like you can kind of see the corner
Over here?
of the no, like
Oh, over
down
here.
a little further. Nope, like over underneath the pedal.
Okay,
Like,
yep.
yeah, so dead underneath where that anchor
Oh, I
is,
see right here.
Yeah, you can
Yep.
see the little shelf that comes up.
Yeah.
So that thing would sit flat.
With bass boats, the pedals common. I don't know anything about bass
Yes.
boats.
Yeah.
No shit, I didn't know that.
So-
never thought about it.
So it's like with an ocean boat,
Yeah.
right? You run a hand throttle
Yep.
because you're normally standing up when you're
Right.
driving.
Yeah.
Second of all, the hulls are designed in a way where you're looking to cut through the waves, not navigate with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like when you're in a bass boat, you don't have this deep V hull that you're just
Yeah.
like plowing
You're
through
just-
waves. You're either trying to skip across the top of them or you're trying to ride them.
Stay in the roll.
You need both hands. Like you can't
Yeah.
have one hand here and one hand
Right.
here.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. Having both hands on the wheel to actually like brace
Yeah.
yourself and actually drive the boat. I mean, it's pretty much like the closest thing to like when you get those things trimmed out and they're running fast, it's like the closest thing to like a drift car,
That's cool.
you know?
That's a really short boat. Just say it for the size of motor on this fucking thing.
It's a
I
20,
keep
it's a
looking at
20
this.
footer.
It's a 20
Is it
footer. It
really?
just looks so
Yeah.
small
Oh, it
because the
looks
motor's so
tiny.
big.
Yeah. No, that's a Yamaha 250 show.
Screams.
Yeah. That's it.
Like a Ford Taurus show.
Yeah. Dude, that right
But
there
better.
is that right there is like low end, like an 85-mile-an-hour boat.
Yeah. I can't even imagine going that fast in the fucking water.
Yeah.
That's
I get to see
insane.
Mark with his fishing pole at the back at 85
So
miles
keep
an hour.
keep in mind, right? Like this boat before it had two axles, right? It had a single axle trailer that was kind of like the wheel was kind of in between those two wheels,
Oh,
right?
yeah. So did
And
you
when-
do the work on this trailer?
No. That's a brand new
Oh,
trailer.
okay. Yep.
That was a brand new trailer from
Yep.
Tennessee.
Yep.
But right here, when the boat was like this, you could literally take two fingers on the ball hitch and just pick the whole
Oh,
weight
wow.
of the tongue up.
Yeesh.
Didn't tow
And you
well,
put
I
it
imagine.
and you put a 250 on the back of that.
Yeah.
That-
No, it's just there's no tongue weight.
Just
yeah.
fucking
No,
do
no.
this
I'm not
fucking-
saying so. Like
Yeah.
it was balanced, but I'm saying you can put two fingers, and that's how light the boat is.
Yeah,
exactly.
That
Oh,
you can
yeah.
literally
Yeah.
just like lift the weight of that boat with two fingers.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets pretty sketchy. Anything over 70 is like
Yeah.
It's a lot, man.
yeah,
It's a lot.
I imagine that boat that you built rips as well.
yeah. It goes pretty good. I got a 4-blade prop on it, and one that's probably like a pitch too high, but I went more for like I want more of the handling than speed. Like I can do
That's
like
where my head would be at too.
I can do like 62, and that's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah. 62 seems
You got-
absolutely
You
reasonable.
got these guys in the
I
ocean.
don't think
that are
people
doing
understand that. Like, if you've never been on
70.
a boat,
Yeah.
And I'm like, where the fuck are you going?
62 on a boat feels like you're doing 100.
Oh, yeah.
right, I was gonna
it's
say,
insane.
if you've never been on a boat, 30 on a boat feels like you're fucking
Yeah.
doing 100 on the
Yeah.
highway.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a different feeling when you're out there.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about. Like when we go up to like a place like Lake Champlain. Like I just got back from Lake Champlain a few weeks ago,
It's glass. Like, you can do whatever you want over there.
and like it's not only that; it's the fact that like you can say to yourself like, "All right, I'm gonna drive this boat 30 miles in that direction," and you haven't even touched like a portion of the lake. You know, it's a crazy thing. Crazy thing.
Yep.
But yeah, we really started talking again because you started fishing.
Yeah, the fishing thing is where this all really came from.
Yeah.
But that got me thinking. I'm like, man, Josh's job's really cool. We should talk about that.
Yeah.
As much as I'd like to just talk about fishing for 2 hours,
Yeah.
we can't do that every week.
Why not?
I suppose we
You
could.
can just tell me I'll skip that week. And then you skip the week we talk about football.
Yeah,
It works
exactly.
out.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. So yeah, this whole thing with the bass boats obviously became of interest to you because you're fishing,
Yep.
and you started out with like a small kayak, you said,
Yep.
and
Canoes,
built up to
kayaks.
Yep.
And then went up to a little aluminum boat, and then a little bit bigger aluminum boat, then a little bit bigger aluminum boat. And now I'm in a full size bass boat.
and you're doing tournaments and competitions and things.
Yeah, I took a break from like doing like club tournaments this year, like signing up for a season of fishing tournaments.
Oh, that's cool.
I took a break this year from that just because I had just gotten the boat. I'm like, I want to make sure everything's good. I want to learn the boat. Want to learn how to drive
get
it
comfortable on it
safely.
first.
Like, get comfortable on it. Learn the like new electronics that I put on the boat and everything. And but like the first year that I hopped into tournaments, like my cousin's big into it, my uncle's big into it, my dad's into it a little bit too. And I showed up to the first like meeting, never fished tournaments really at all.
Yeah.
And the guys were like, so is he like a donator or a contender? Like asking if I was just like participating or if, you know.
Yeah.
And my uncle was like, he has some good days, you know, but I'm like, yeah, I've never really fished tournaments before. So I go out first tournament, struggling. I had like one fish in the live well when you're supposed to have 5. And it was like a 2-pound fish.
Yeah.
Right. So there's an hour and a half left until the end of the tournament. I hook into a 7-pounder.
Awesome.
Damn.
So first tournament fishing with these guys ever.
Yeah.
I go in for weigh-in, and they're like, oh, how'd you do? I'm like, I got 2 fish. They're like, oh, that sucks. I'm like, I made one of them count.
Yeah.
And I take the fucking thing out of the live well, and it's like this. And they're like, I hear one guy, he goes, there's big fish for the year.
Yeah.
And at that point, I didn't know that big fish for the year was like $300.
Oh, wow.
So big fish for the year.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't find out until the very end of the year, but
Yeah. And you did get it.
I did get it.
Yep.
So second
Who
tournament out.
brought the newbie? What the fuck?
Second tournament out, I get second place.
Nice.
Third tournament out, got first place.
Nice.
Wow.
Fourth tournament out, got first place. So my lowest place finish for that whole year out of I think we did 7 tournaments out of the year was that first tournament that I
And
did.
are you fishing alone or do you have a team? Yeah.
Fishing alone?
Yep.
Yeah. So I won 3 tournaments that year. I got second place twice, and then you drop your 2 lowest scores for the year.
Okay.
So I ended up getting Angler of the Year, biggest
Wow.
fish for the year, and won 3 times in
That's
second
awesome.
place.
And that was your first season.
First season.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Now, where is the tournaments?
So that one was like, we had South Watuppa, Nipponicket.
Yep.
South Watuppa, you can
Yeah.
see my house from there.
South Watuppa was the 7-pounder.
I live on the North Watuppa,
Oh, no shit.
across the street,
Yep.
literally.
Yeah, on the reservoir. Is that like a reservoir? or
Yeah,
something
you
like
can't
that?
touch that water.
Yeah.
But
I
there's
wish
bigger fish in there
I wish
than
you
you-
fucking could.
You
Yeah.
can come over to my house.
Yeah.
I'll show you where to
I
go.
wish you could. So yeah, it was like Watuppa, Nipponicket, then a couple down the Cape. It was like Waquaket, which is phenomenal. And then we did Lake Attitash. We did Lake Singletary, and then we did
All right. So it travels.
Are
right?
these
Yeah,
one-day tournaments? Or?
one-day
wow.
tournaments. Besides Lake Champlain, that was supposed to be a 2-day tournament, but the second day it was like torrential downpours and like 60-mile-an-hour winds, and there's
fuck
fucking nothing you can do at that point.
No.
So yeah, and then the following year, I'm calling it coincidence, but the following year, everyone in the club but 5 people quit.
Oh, wow.
Everyone in the club but 5 people quit.
What the
Jeez.
fuck?
So
A little bit of showman were you?
dude, I am literally the least.
You're a pretty humble guy.
I'm the
Oh,
least.
I don't mean you were
showboaty-
showing off. I just
No,
meant
no, no.
just because you did so well.
But
Then
that's-
it's like, well, fuck this.
Well, I
I'm
think
outta here.
I think they got a little sick of it because like my uncle joined the club, and then he started contending pretty well with the people that were in the club. Then my
Yeah.
cousin joined the club, and it was worse than when my uncle joined the club.
Oh, yeah.
And then
And they brought
I
the
joined,
ringer in.
and then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
joined the club and
Yep.
won pretty much everything.
Just like
the
full
first
sweep.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So coincidentally, that year I was first place. My uncle was second place. My cousin was third.
Oh, wow. That's perfect.
So it was like, I think everybody got kind of pissed and
This is rigged.
fucking left.
Yep.
Yeah. There was some people that were saying that we were like working together and like sharing stuff. And I'm
Cahoots.
like, I want to beat him just as bad as he wants to beat me. What the
Yeah,
fuck would we
exactly.
be
Yeah,
sharing back
I want to
and
beat
forth?
him just as much as I want to beat you, the random
What are you
guy.
sharing? You're throwing a lure into the water and hoping for the best at this
Right.
point. Like,
Yeah.
what are you sharing? You're not
Yeah.
sharing anything.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I mean, there's definitely strategy to it.
You're all in
but-
the same
yeah.
water.
right.
It's
But,
not like
but realistically, and like, that's when you get a little bit further into it is like, there's patterns and there's areas where fish congregate.
Sure.
And different like weather situations.
Different
when they'll
conditions will be in different
but it's
spots.
nothing you were
Yeah.
gatekeeping. Everyone has access to this
No,
material.
everybody
Yeah.
like, and I had the slowest fucking boat.
Yeah, and everyone's got
I had
fish
the slowest
finders.
boat.
Yeah.
I'm out there in like a rig that cost us like, you know, $9,000.
Yeah.
And it's I'm the only aluminum boat in the whole club.
Yeah.
And like everybody else has these fiberglass boats. Guys got like boats, you know, that are up to $100,000 a piece. And it's just like, dude, I'm just out here fishing.
Yeah,
You
just
know what I mean?
smoking
It's
everybody
fun.
in a John boat.
Also, for those guys, if you're spending that much money to compete in like just a general, you know, fish
Yeah, it was just like-
competition, maybe you should bump the brakes. A
Oh,
little.
dude,
Just
you'd be
relax.
shocked. I mean, you see,
I
it,
wouldn't
like,
be shocked. I don't think.
You've seen it. Like he said that you had a boat
Yeah.
that apparently didn't run all that much.
Yeah.
But like you've seen what people have for boats,
Yeah.
It's insane.
like in marinas and shit
It's
like
fucking
that.
nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Usually the nicer the boat,
Five,
the less it leaves
six
the dock.
engines on them. I'm
Yeah,
like,
Right.
what are you fucking? Where are you going?
And the crazy thing is, like, you look at those engines, and each one of those engines is like $25,000.
It's unbelievable.
So you're talking $150,000
Yeah.
just in engines.
They
You
also
remember Blake from Dark Star?
Yeah.
I was actually out with Blake and his girlfriend on their boat like 2 weeks ago. He's got a boat in the Westport River because his family owns
Yeah.
Trips Marina. So we're out there and he's pointing out these boats. Same thing, a boat with like 6 Mercury motors across the back. He's like, he could be at Martha's Vineyard in like 45 minutes on that thing. Like it's so crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely
Yeah,
nuts.
it's nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, you're about to get into the John boat scene, which is pretty fun. I have
Yeah.
one of those too.
Yeah. No, I've already been on the pages like the crazy modified John boats.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can't wait for the
Yeah.
aftermath of
Dude,
this.
that-
people like
that's
decking on like
amazing.
bass boats and shit.
But like the thing is, right? Like my John boat, I put some aluminum bracing over the front. I put some aluminum plate over the front, so I had like a casting deck on the front of it.
Yeah.
And then I bought some of that like roll-on EVA foam.
Yeah,
from
they have
Amazon.
Amazon's like $40 for a roll.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, I have a buddy who does this. Like, he'll go and he gets like one thing, and then he gets hyper obsessed.
Yep.
Right. And he's like, "Oh, Tiny Boat Nation.
Tiny Boat
has this,
Nation,
and they
yep.
have this, and they have that, and, they
And
have
then all
that."
of a sudden you have a $30,000,
Right.
$500 John boat.
Right. And I'm just like, dude, I'm like, at the end of the day, like my little shitty John boat
Yeah.
has caught me so many nice fish
Yep.
this year that like it wouldn't have been any different if I had a
Yeah.
super nice one.
Yeah.
People are crazy about that shit.
Right.
So, for
Crazy
people who
about
don't
it.
know, what is a John boat considered? Is it like that little flat
Like
bottom
the aluminum boats,
ones?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little flat
John boats like
bottom.
they used to call them like car topper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a
Exactly.
car
you
topper
flip it
boat.
over, it's like
yeah,
a
flip
Yeah.
it over
Okay.
and you just put it on top of
Okay.
your car.
They have
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, they have
Like,
aluminum one,
Yeah.
plastic ones, all
Yeah.
different ones. Yeah.
But like, it's not going to catch you any more fish. And like,
Nope.
if your
No.
goal is to go out and fish, just fucking
fish.
get something that's sound and functional.
Yeah,
and
if
that's
it floats and like if you make some changes to make it more comfortable or functional, whatever, but it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't need to look like a bass boat.
But I'm like I'm like a needs based guy
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
Right? Like the one thing that I have that's like super nice that I maybe don't deserve is like my house. But I spent 2.5 years
No,
I
you
spent-
deserve that. You worked your ass off.
I
on that
spent
house.
2.5 years planning, or I spent about 6 months planning, then 2.5 years general contracting, building.
And obviously,
and,
your
like-
career had a major influence on
Oh,
you.
for
being
sure.
The stuff you saw that I imagine inspired you.
Yeah. Like, you know how much 165 feet of like the railings that I have at my house would have cost me if I didn't build them all myself?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, it's just, yeah. But like my car, like it's a needs based thing. My
Yep.
truck, same thing. It's like a 16-year-old
Yeah.
truck. It's a needs based thing. It runs perfectly
Pulls your
fine. There's
boat. You
nothing
can
wrong
throw
with
some
it.
wood in
Yeah.
the back if you need to.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it. And like, you know, it's the same thing with a John boat. Like,
Yeah.
it's got a trolling motor on. It's got a couple batteries in it.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
I don't even
fancy
want
do
to put a
with it.
gas motor on. I just want a trolling motor.
Yeah.
Because there's so many little ponds and stuff that's no gas motors anyway. It'd be
Yeah.
that much easier to not have to take it off.
And then even like my boat, like I had him do a bunch of stuff to it that's like
That boat
nice
looks
and,
pretty
like,
sick.
creature comforts, but
Yeah.
like you walk around the boat and it's got its bumps and bruises. It's got, I mean, it's
Yeah.
a 1996.
Yeah.
It's like, but they were ahead of their time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like looking at, a late 80s or early 90s Porsche. Like those didn't look like they were
No.
80s and 90s cars. There wasn't a square fucking panel on that car.
That's true.
It was all curved and contoured and like aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, they looked
know?
super modern then, and
Right.
so they still hold up now.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, a guy actually pulled into the school with one, like a 1987 Porsche 911. And I'm like, I don't know how they made that car look like that
It's so perfect.
at that time though. Like think about the
Any
87
car you don't have to change the basic shape of for 70 years.
Yeah.
Is a fucking iconic car.
right.
Yep.
Right.
Like think
It
about
doesn't
that.
matter. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you had every other fucking car out there, including trucks, were square.
Yeah,
They were
nothing
square.
looked like that.
They were square.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every car from 1987 was square.
Yep. Yeah, it's the same generation as my car.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
completely different. That's the dream. The 911 is the dream,
The
but
same but different.
oh
Well,
man,
you probably could have had a 911 for.
back then, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the thing. It's just the car collecting thing and bring a trailer culture. It just kind of ruins everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people that are buying cars for investments
They just
versus
sold
to
another
use them.
bus for 200 and something thousand. There goes that market again.
Yeah, well, Mark IIs are the same way. It's like now that Ammo NYC guy that just got the Discovery Channel show built that 16 valve GTI, and it's like cool car. Glad it's getting publicity, but also now like, you know, it's just gonna make them that much more desirable
Now
and
you've
that
pri-
much more collectible.
Now you've priced
Good.
out every
you want
person.
to go to my cousin's house and
Yeah.
we price that thing at some
I
point?
know, right?
I know.
Yeah, you priced out every Volkswagen enthusiast from buying the Volkswagen that they want.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Because I mean, it's pretty bad. It's been pretty bad for like the last several years, even with Mark IIs. Like before I bought the Camry, I was like, oh, I'd really like to get like a Mark II and like do nooses. And I looked and it was like for a clapped out Mark II, it was like $6,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yep.
I'm like, I remember being able to go buy a clean Mark II for like $2,000.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
100%. It's just, and you know what? What's changing it is like people that are in their mid 30s to mid 40s, the car that they wanted in high school maybe, or like, you know, the car that the older kid they knew that was cool had, it was like, oh, a 16 valve big bumper GTI, like a 92 GTI. And it's like, that's the car you wish you had back then. And you had like some beater Jetta or something. It's like, now they find that 16 valve GTI and it's pristine and they restore it and then they sell for fucking $20,000. It's crazy.
It's nuts. It's nuts. That was my screen name growing up, Lime Green GTI.
Oh, really?
My AOL,
that's
my
funny.
AIM screen name was Lime Green GTI.
Yep. I remember the Sentra, the SER.
Dude, my buddies actually coined that the placenta.
That's a great
Oh
nickname.
my god, that's the greatest name for Sentra ever, and I don't think I'll ever think about it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
A different way again.
You'd be like,
Yep.
cool car. What's that? A placenta?
I thought that car was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was like one of the SER like spec V.
Yeah, it was the cool one.
like six speed.
Yeah.
It was still a Nissan Sentra.
Yeah. It was the coolest Nissan Sentra that you could get.
Dude,
though.
that
It
thing.
just mean it had 100 horsepower instead of 90.
Dude, no. This thing had like 240 horse. It
ripped.
It absolutely
Yeah. It was like an SRT4 of a
Nissan Sentra.
Yeah.
I guess I'm thinking back to it late. I'm thinking like 91, 92s.
No. Yeah,
No, this was like a 02 or 03.
All right.
Let me
it was,
pull it up.
I'm just thinking like high school. Like everyone in high school had a Sentra.
I think it was a 03 because they changed it in 04 to like that dumb like split grill like the
Yep.
Maximas.
And I'm just thinking, like everyone had that Sentra, and it was a John boat. Like it was a flat, it was a flat bottom car with a stick in the middle for the shifter.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah,
The
no,
seat
it was
just
this
slid
body
around.
style.
Oh no, I'm not thinking that.
Yeah, I had a silver one.
Were those the Easter egg twins in Fall River? Do you remember those two kids?
No,
They had the light blue and light red
probably.
Sentras. They were They were brothers, and they had the same car. It
Yeah,
was
I mean,
different
back then I
colors.
didn't live down that way though.
But no, you were definitely in the area at
Oh,
that
okay.
time. This is much past my time, like being on the Ave or whatever. But like, they were down there when I would be like going to work and see them running around. Like
Yeah,
we used to call them the Easter egg twins because they looked like two
pretty awesome.
fucking Cadbury mini eggs, and just different pastel color cars running around.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that car was super fun. And then I legitimately used to beat the hell out of it, right? Because it's like I was 19 years old. That's what
you do. Yeah.
That's what you do when you're 19. You beat the hell out of your car.
Yep.
And
the way the Lord intended.
I remember all of a sudden one day it was just like, conk.
Yep.
Tried to start it, wouldn't start. Tried to like,
Guess we're done here.
tried to push it, wouldn't push. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So tow truck comes.
Yeah. The car left the chat.
Yeah.
Dude, brought it to the transmission shop in Taunton. And the guy like calls me back the next day and I'm like, hello? He's like, yeah, it's this is Josh with the Nissan Sentra. I'm like, yeah. He goes, what did you do?
Just drove
And
it.
I'm like, what? And he's like, I've been doing this 30 years. I've never seen someone explode a flywheel into
awesome.
a million pieces. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, just sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't go. She didn't go.
I still do stuff like that. I just had this weird thing. I was leaving, like Cassie and I took the car out like on a Friday night for dinner, and I'm leaving, and I put the clutch to the floor, and I just start hearing this, and it's like rotational. Like I revved it, and it got faster, and I'm like, uh-oh. I limped it home. It's like if I didn't push down too far, which there shouldn't be such thing as too far. It goes to the floor, and it's fine.
Right.
Well, there was a too far in this case, but I drove it home. It drove completely fine.
It was a throw-over, wasn't it?
No.
Really?
It was the clutch fork. So it was the fork piece that the throw-up bearing goes on top of.
Yeah.
And I just drive like a Mark IV kid still. So I bent that, and it cracked.
Because you got fucking left foot slamming that shit
Yeah,
around.
and just slam it.
Who are you racing, John? Nobody.
should have.
Everybody.
You're not racing anybody.
Every time I drive
Yeah.
that car, I'm racing everybody. Everybody's against me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I cracked it and broke it, and luckily,
Should have put the cable clutch in it.
no, that's what it had before.
Swapped it to the
It
right.
had the Eurovan cable clutch before, because the Eurovans had a VR6 and a cable clutch, so I got rid of that and I did a Passat Hydro setup. But yeah, the that thing broke, and luckily Chris Reese is a psychopath, and he had like 4 of them at his house. Like, oh yeah, clutch fork, I got some of those, no big deal.
I got some of those.
Yeah, he's got
Not
some
like
of
I
those.
might have one laying around. He's like, I got some.
Yeah, I got some of those. He like literally opens his shed. Yep, here's one. So we had the transmission out, clutch fork back in, and the thing was back together. If I didn't strip the pressure plate bolts, it would have been back together by lunchtime. We realized afterwards that his 12-point socket was a 12-point oval socket, so it just smoked all the bolts. And I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Oh,
But
yeah,
luckily,
not great.
I called the parts guy that we used to work with, and the Attleboro had them in stock, so when we got those, and it was good to go. I do have a couple listener submitted things here before I forget. This is our buddy Mark in Canada. He is a very skilled welder fabricator as well. And he said, were you blessed with the TIG hand?
Yeah.
You got the TIG hand.
Yep.
You
So you were asking
so
about,
you got
like-
that, like wiggle?
Yeah.
Like you
Nope.
just like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Straight hands.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like when you were asking about side work,
Yeah.
like my niche that I fit into with side work is mobile aluminum TIG welding.
Okay. That's like that picture you sent me welding on that trailer.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, first of all, there's not a lot of people that do that.
That do TIG welding in general.
That do, and especially that do like mobile aluminum work.
Yeah. Yeah. Most mobile setups are like, a big steel MIG setup.
Yeah. And then secondly, like I'll go to your house and do one weld.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now,
You don't.
one weld's going to cost you $150.
Yeah.
But you're not
Well,
going
that's one weld I
either-
can't do myself. So
Right. Either just don't
buy
have
20
it
grand
done.
worth
Yeah.
of machinery and some glasses.
Dude,
or-
I literally book it. I book it out with people like on like Long Pond,
Yeah.
for example, right? There'll be people that are like, go to put their docks in at the beginning of the year, and they're like, oh, this piece broke off of my dock when I was taking it out. And obviously they don't, because they're probably wasted when they're pulling the docks out, having
Yeah.
beers in the yard and whatever. And then
Yeah. It's like yanking out the end of the season. Whatever. I'll deal with that in the spring.
yep. So then,
Come springtime.
yeah,
Yeah.
So then Memorial Day comes around, and they're like, oh shit, I can't get my dock in the water because this leg's broken off, or this
Yeah.
mounting point is,
Yep.
whatever.
Can't tie it up or whatever.
Yep. So I'll go down, I look at it, and I say, yep, I charge, $120 an hour.
Yeah.
And I said, you can sit here and watch me work if you want. I'm not going to like lollygag and waste your time.
Yeah.
But like, that's what it's going to cost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And every single person is like, yeah, sure, no problem. I come down, I do the work, I tell them how much it costs, and I 8 or 9 times out of 10, they give me more than what I ask them for.
Yep.
You know, so it's like
It's a very specialized skill too. So,
but no, that the company that I worked for, Cape Cod Fabrications, like one of the first jobs I had there were those sculptures for Connecticut. There was over 500 feet of weld on each sculpture, and there was 3 of them.
all TIG aluminum,
All TIG stainless.
stainless. Okay.
And I was the kid. So I'm upside down, I'm twisted around, I'm using the foot pedal, using the thumb switch, using whatever I had to do.
Just
so
to
like,
get it done. Yeah.
right.
Somebody
so,
taped the pedal to my foot.
Yeah.
dude, but now I can literally crawl underneath something. I can run the pedal with my knee while I'm laying down.
Yeah.
Like it taught me how to weld in any situation possible.
These are the
awesome.
lessons that the kids getting into this trade should think about. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, you should see the look on their face when they're like, "Oh, I can't weld that. It's underneath there." I'm like, and I just crawl down, and I'll have the pedal at the end of my foot when I'm laying down.
Yeah.
And I'll literally run the pedal with like the side of my foot when I'm upside down.
yeah. It's like, what did you say
the
you
wire
couldn't
with this
do?
hand, doing this, and
Do
then
you do
running the
TIG in
pedal.
school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, dude, we have the machines that we have at school are like
Insane.
I was saying you started talking about the machinery, but yeah.
I would never be able to buy it. Like,
Yeah.
I would never be able to buy these machines. Like a $19,000 TIG welder.
Also,
Buy that?
yeah.
Mr. Craig's taking this home for the weekend.
Yeah, I wish.
so you know.
I wish.
Gonna roll that in the back of the truck. Just do that
Oh
for
my
a minute.
goodness. No, but it's the TIG hand is and you either have it or you don't. That's the whole thing. Like there's nobody that I know that's been like, yeah, I could never TIG weld before, but I really sat down and learned, and now I'm good at it.
Yeah. You either got it or you don't. Yeah. He's that same guy just said CK torch and ESAB A50 helmet. My kind of guy.
A60, pal.
Yeah. Oh, okay. A60.
Yeah.
Yep.
A60.
And one of the.
Is that no poke, no love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the A60. That's also the nicest helmet I've ever had.
That's the thing. The amount of time that you wear in a helmet, you want to be comfortable and be able to see.
Dude, this thing
Trying
has
to see out of a shitty welding helmet is the worst.
yeah, and you can't see the lens in that, but literally the lens goes from here to here.
Oh, so you don't have any blind spots really.
No, because the lens goes there, and then the actual auto darkening welding lens
Yep.
is I think it's 4. It's 4 inches by 4 inches. It's huge.
Oh, that's cool.
It's huge.
Let me pull up his page quick, and then Mike Wisdom said, "Josh is the fucking man." So
Love
are you,
buddy.
Mike? Mike's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Mike literally has
he built everything in that engine bay. It's
no
insane.
shit.
Yeah, really, really wild stuff like custom short runner intake and everything.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he's that exhaust manifold's so sick.
Right?
All the AN stuff. Yeah, he actually just he just had his 40th. So happy birthday, Mark.
Is that his fuel? Is that a fuel tank? What is that on the top with it running?
Oh,
That
that might just be a coolant bleeder thing or something.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's on the radiator line.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
because that's what the engine's backwards. Or
Yeah.
not back. Yeah, it's backwards.
Yeah,
Right?
but he just I think for the first time in quite some time just drove it and got fuel in it a few days ago. But yeah, he makes some pretty rad stuff.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, he's a very talented guy. So big shouts to you, Mark. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks for
Yeah,
sending
birthday,
in
man.
those comments because at least somebody knows what Josh is talking about because
I know
sure
about
as
in
hell
principle.
don't.
I couldn't make it even happen, but I'd love to.
I don't know. Oh, he's writing things.
Oh boy,
Yeah, he's writing things.
it's my birthday because that'd be hilarious.
No, this is older.
Friday.
It's Friday. Yep, I think that's what he writes. Yep.
No, it's friggin' hot.
It's friggin' hot.
It's friggin' hot.
It's friggin' hot.
I
That's
know.
what it
I know
is.
that's what it is. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
What, is this like a welding thing or something? No.
No,
Now we have to
Oh, no.
know.
it's friggin' Friday.
It's friggin'
Oh.
I was close.
Yep.
You were
Yeah,
close.
no,
We were both
that's
close.
good.
Yeah, yeah. So Mark's got a lot of
I don't
cool.
know if that's a welder thing, but that is something that like I say all the time, like when in the summertime or
So it's
whatever.
probably in
I'll
the
just be like,
DNA of the welders.
I'm
Whether
just,
they know
I'm
it
just
or
like,
not.
oh, it's friggin' hot. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mark's a good dude. So I'm glad that Mark, you're gonna love this episode. Right up your alley. Yeah, he does a lot of neat stuff.
That's cool.
Yep.
And he's been with us since day one.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
been a great supporter of all
He's from
things.
He's from Canada.
He's
Yes,
in
he is.
Canada,
Yep. Yep.
our lovely
Good
neighbors
dude.
to the north.
Yep. I think we've pretty much said it all. Josh, is there anything specific you want to talk about that we missed here?
No, not really, man. I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, covered the big stuff at least. You got any? I mean, we don't have to go too crazy here with this stuff. You got any gigs coming up? Josh
I
is.
got one at Red Hand Brewing.
Oh, nice. That's right in Lakeville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Josh sings and plays guitar and does a lot of beer gardens and restaurants and things.
What's your genre of music these days?
Dude, I'll
that you
play.
play?
I play everything.
But if you're going to a gig, like, what are you playing?
What's your set list?
You have a set list?
I will literally. No, I don't have a set list.
Oh, no,
I got a list of like 160 songs, and I'll play like 4 songs that are 100 or literally 90 degrees away from each other.
Yeah.
Like I'll play a song that's like this, and then I'll play one that's completely facing the other direction. And I kind of
read the room.
Yeah, I look at the crowd and like see what people like, and see who, like, when I sing the first note or play the first chord,
They get
who, like,
excited.
turns around
Yeah.
to like look and see like, oh shit, he's playing that.
Yeah.
So then I'll kind of cater to whatever people are doing. I take requests too. I'll tell everybody, like, because if it's I get it from my mom's side of the family, but like if I've heard a song enough times and know the rhythm of it and know
You
how
can kind of figure it
and know
out.
how the words go, as long as it's not a crazy complex,
It doesn't have to be perfect. You're gonna make
Yeah.
it work.
I'll make
Yeah.
it work. Yeah.
So you got that's Red Hand Brewing in Lakeville. When's that one?
Sunday 4 to 7.
This coming Sunday, Labor
Yeah.
Day weekend. So in a couple days. Nice.
Yep, Sunday 4 to 7. And then September 21st, same thing, 4 to 7. It's a Sunday.
Also at Red Hand.
Yeah,
Cool.
at Red Hand. And then I usually do a residency throughout the winter at the Inn in Mattapoisett.
Yep.
So I'll play there once a month,
Nice.
Actually,
usually
it's
through the whole
like
winter.
15 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good place, good food, chill atmosphere.
Nice.
I like it. I've been playing there since I started, really. So, yeah, it's cool.
Hell yeah.
Since I gave up the hardcore scene.
Yep.
Have you completely abandoned it, or do you go touch back in a little?
Dude, I
once in
went to a
while?
hardcore show. I don't know. It was last winter, like Vanna.
Oh, yeah.
But they're called like In Spirit.
Yeah,
now.
in spirit. Yep.
So I went to their show. They played at the Vault. at
Yep, in New
Greasy Luck
Bedford.
in New Bedford.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, I went the whole show without getting like, that like
Yeah. The rage.
rage.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, ugh. And then they came out with one song, and I was just like, my wife's been with me a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's like, when I give you my wallet and my keys,
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm like,
Fetch
all right.
some car, dear. It's gonna
Yeah.
go sideways real fast.
And she's
Yeah.
like, what's going on? And I like give
Just
her my
in
wallet.
case.
I give her my wallet and my keys, and she's like,
That one note
Yeah.
just triggered me.
yeah. So I just grabbed the person right in front of me, pushed him straight across the pit, and then
Yeah.
it was just like all hell, like, it just like went back in time
Yeah.
15 years.
Certain, like,
That was
it's
so
like you
funny.
hear, like, the beginning of a song and it just takes over your body.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
still happens to me. I
Yeah.
always like giggle when I see these like 29-year-old kids like too old to mosh now. I'm like, dude, I'll still fucking stage dive at 40. I don't give
Oh
a
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, and we know because all the money you spend on your shoulder repair.
Yeah, the physical therapy
Yeah.
and stuff.
And
No, yeah.
that's the crazy thing, right?
That's I'm like, I gotta get my friend Anthony's wife to go because I hate ditching Cassie because I'm like, no, I'm gonna stay in the back with you the whole show, and then like we go to see American
Yeah, we all
Nightmare and
know
we're
how that
alone,
goes. Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, babe, I have to go up front for this song, and then it's like, oh wait, I have to stay up front for this song too. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah. No, it was literally just like one song, but it was the same thing. Like I went to a show with my wife and like a couple of her friends. We went down to Philly to see 311. Like, they were playing with another band who they knew or whatever, but like in like the early early 2000s, 311 always used to close their show with a song called "Fuck the Bullshit."
Okay.
Right, but it was like a super heavy,
Yeah.
like, and he always started out the song with "Fuck the bullshit, it's time to get down." Right?
Oh yeah, I
So
remember that song.
It was like I literally heard him say that, and I just like same thing.
Yeah.
It's like wallet, hat,
Take all my
keys,
stuff.
Yeah.
take my stuff. And she's like, "Where you go?" Same
Yeah.
thing. Grab the nearest
I'll be
person
back.
and just use
Yeah.
them as a plow.
I remember like I was like so when I was playing guitar still, I'm like getting like so pumped when I learned how to play Down.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that song was so good.
Yeah.
That opening riff on Down is so good.
Yep.
Yeah,
I saw them, Weezer, and live at URI.
that's a good show.
It was our student show. It was $5.
Yeah.
Yep.
See all three of those guys play. It was
Love that
fucking
shit.
But
wild.
now the music's coming around. So like
Yep.
all my
Nick
students,
Hexon's
all my
like
students,
48 years old. He's older
like,
than me.
They all like 311 now.
Yeah.
Dude, they all listen to the like. One of my students was like, "Oh, this band saves the day," and I'm like,
Really?
"Dude, come on."
Oh,
So it's like-
sweetheart, I'll tell you all the members, whoever
Yeah.
played before then.
I'll tell you about the time I saw Saves the Day to VFW in Kingston.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's the craziest thing is I'm like, and I have receipts.
Yeah, it's like
I have
okay,
receipts.
okay, Grandpa, time for bed.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I was telling you.
Yeah,
Yeah. But that band that we played with, that band, Our Last Night.
yeah.
So have you seen them now?
They're like a big band
Dude,
now,
they're
right?
huge.
Yeah,
They're huge.
Yep.
And I'm like, my old band played a show with
Yeah.
them, and then they're like, yeah, okay.
that was like a Fall River VFW or
And
something.
I'm like, listen here. Here's the concert
Listen to you,
flyer.
little bitch.
Yeah.
Here's the concert flyer, and here's the jank ass 8-track recordings that I have of that band that I used to play
And
in.
here's
Yeah.
a picture of me on the cassette tape.
And,
Yep.
and now you failed your project.
Right. Yeah.
Guess who just got a 7 on their report? Yeah.
Guess who just got grinding duty for the next
Someone's on spark barrel cleanup.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man, that was fun. Josh, thanks so much for hanging out. That was a blast.
Thanks for having me, guys. This was
That
cool.
was fun.
Yeah, we'll maybe when we're ready to have another fishing deep dive, Josh
Yeah.
will have to join us.
Sure.
Oh, I'm down.
I like that, yeah.
Yep.
Down.
Thanks everybody for listening. We're actually pretty booked up for guests right now for the next little while, so we got some fun stuff on
Good
the way.
for us.
Yeah, look at us go.
Woo.
So we'll see everybody next week. Have a good weekend.
Peace.
See ya.